All right, guys. Sorry about that. I never had everything connected. Thanks very much for being here. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and subscribe. First, want to start off with Happy New Year to all of you guys that will be viewing this video and stuff. And hope all of you guys made it through those final days to make it into the 2023. All right, this will be our first Reggae Boyz abroad, where in which we will detail some of the actions worldwide from some of the guys them that played or close around the Jamaica Reggae Boys, and definitely we will add one and two conversations in due to the fact that we do have our teams that we do follow in the Premier League and other leagues as well. So we're just here to have a nice conversation. So we already saw our brother Arnold checking in. Massive respect. Thanks very much for being here. Island Cart, Happy New Year. My brother Richard Stewart, massive respect. Sheridan, big up yourself. Thanks very much, massive respect. So, anyways, we had Hutchinson made the bench yet again for Chelsea. We're going to discuss that. Leon Bailey's team won the game against Spurs, but obviously some people would say that's a Spurs. Yes, we have Bobby Reid on the card. We have Shamar Nicholson on the card. All right, so let we try mash it up from very early. Big up yourself, Toffee Rudy. Thanks very much for being here. Then we have Tennessee in the building. Massive respect. Let me know if you guys are hearing me loud and clear before we move on. All right, let me know if you guys are hearing us loud and clear. All right, Wayne Evans, big up. Thanks very much for being here. Let me just move over. So as soon as we are finished with the detailing of the players, we will definitely open up the call in, and then that's it. All right, yes. So, anyways, we had a few games played over the weekend that involved a lot of reggae boys, to be honest, a lot of reggae boys. But we will just detail it down to the Premier League, all right? Down to the Premier League, all right? Yes, and you had some good results, to be honest. As you can see here, Fulham. This is the one that we're going to start with. Fulham puts in a next good shift yet again. Maybe that was not the best game for Bobby Reid, but he was still trying his best, and his team had a 2-1 victory. Yes, some people would say, yeah, cards and those things played a part in the game. Yes, but anyways, I thought that Fulham was the better team, and this guy Mitrovic, even if he has a bad game, his physicality causing all sorts of problem. And as you can see there, Ferreira and Bobby Reid keep peeling off him. The guy is a menace in the Premier League. I think he has a lot of things to prove to keep Fulham in the Premier League for one, and to prove that he's also a Premier League player for two. And I can tell you that Pereira, William, Bobby Reid, they are thriving off that kid. Bobby Reid having a good season. Obviously, you saw that he has one of the poorer ratings, not the poorest, but one of the poorer ratings in a 6.3 here. 62 minutes played, 31 touches, and off his touches he had a 57% accuracy passing, which is 12 of 21. Key passes, one out of the game, which is still good for me. Crosses attempted, 2, completed 1. That is good. Long balls, 0 of 2. Not the best, but at the end of the day, if you look at the ball itself, it causes problems. So that is still something. And if you have a big target like Mitrovic in there, it can cause more disruption, and then you can have unrushing personnels causing more problems. So it does give your team an extra boost. So that's good. 3 ground duels, he lost those. Last possession 14 times, which is a lot for the amount of touches he had in the game, which is 31. Yes. And then 1 foul committed, was not foul. Clearance 1, interception 1, which is always good. Always good. All right. So not the best performance from him, but I think he puts in a shift for the team based off this one, and they had a next win notched to the board. So clearly they are 13 points. I think they are just 13 points already at the start of the season, off from safety, because as you know, you have that 40 points target that you have to reach to stay in the Premier League. Well, they are already on 25 after 17. So let me know in the comment section, guys, if you think that they are going to drop off, or you think that they're going to make the 40 points and even excel off that 40 points. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, because that is always important. If you think that they're going to excel from this point, because remember, majority of the personnel, had them going down, actually had them going down. So the fact that they have actually garnered so much points so early, we have to definitely say that uh, I, I don't think they are going down. I think they are going to pass 40 points, and super. They are going to pass 40 points by a good stretch. That's what I truly believe. I think they are going to notch up closer to the 50-point mark. So you never may know, because this is a team. What I like about this team, they do bring it every single night. Every single night. Maybe they don't have the talent as everybody else on the top level, but tell you what, most of the other nights, the middle tier teams can be off. And these are the guys that do take those advantages, because they do bring it every single night. So you have to always come out to play them, or else you're more likely will lose that game. So those individuals naturally gets more points, because they are not so far off in talent from your team, but they are consistent enough to always pose problems, because they are not far off in talent than the middle bracket. So I think, based off their energetic performances every single time, I strongly believe that they are going to be ones that's notching closer to the 50-point mark, and that might make them good enough to break even in the top 10. All right, so that is Fulham right there, guys. Fulham right there, out there putting in a good performance. Let me know, guys. Not the best performance of Bobby Reid today. All right, not the best performance of Bobby Reid today. So kudos, come back again. It's still a good win for them. So keep pushing. All right, keep pushing, and let's see how far it can actually take them at this point. All right. Yes, so let me move on there. From there, we had other performances, as you can see. West Ham, we talk about West Ham. West Ham is in a very bad spot. Started off the season good enough for me, even better than Aston Villa and other teams, but just weren't good enough to get. No, they were clumsy in a lot of games, hence why they never actually got those points. Even included games like Liverpool and stuff, they were clumsy enough, missed penalties, missed eight not acres, more than one, two, three big chances in those games. Never took those chances, and at the back end of the World Cup, they did not start good, and that in itself really haunting them and maybe cost them a spot somewhere, but I don't know as yet, so I'm not going to push it. I will still give them time, just like how I said I will give Aston Villa and those teams time. All right, yes. So anyways, let me move on to the other games, because you had a lot of games played. All right, so let me just try and get as much up, but let me get some comments from the comment section. As you come in, guys, make sure to smash the like button. That's all we ask if you do every single time. So as you come in, that is the first thing to do, and mods, the first thing to do is smash the like button and encourage others to do so, because that is a part of building the channel. Yes, and if you're new, definitely become a part of the team. Give your input on the analysis and stuff, or the conversation itself. Chris Smith, happy new year. Thanks very much for being here. Massive respect. What about Max Aarons and John Russell? They are not a part of the team as yet, so we will keep you we will keep you in the loop in terms of that. All right, up, big up yourself, massive respect, happy new year as well. All right, I think Fulham will be in the top 6, because Spurs will drop point. No, but you can't say the top 6 so fast. I will take my time on the top 6 part. I will definitely take my time on the top 6 part, but be in the top 10, it's not impossible, because I think they're going to creep up to that 50-point mark, because a lot of teams are very much inconsistent. And as what you said, Spurs, one of those teams that are inconsistent just the same. So that goes to show you that you never may know, and Spurs will end up in the top 10. You get me? So I think you never me know. Problem will cause somehow. All right, problem will cause somehow. Let we get the other results so far. Let me just give it to you. Wolves lost to Manchester United, a late goal from Rashford after being pretty much pushed aside by Ten Hag based on the fact that he said that he overslept. He overslept and came into training a little bit later than the normal, and he got penalised for that. For that, showcased that Manchester United trying to get unity, professionalism, and everything going to see if they can repeat what Sir Alex Ferguson had knocked down, all right, and more likely they will do it in the future. 2-0 win over Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace over Bournemouth. Jamal Lowe never started and never got any game in that one. To be honest, never got any game. Yeah, he never got any, no, he came on. Yeah, he came on 80 minutes. 80 minutes. So after I stopped, he came on. So 80 minutes in this. So 10 minutes he got in the game. 10 minutes so far. All right. So 10 minutes. So he's building up his minutes there. All right. And then Fulham, we talked about that. Then we have Newcastle drew with Leeds. So that's a good point for new in Leeds there. Newcastle dropped off a little bit. Manchester City drew this game. Scored very early in Holland. Scored in this one first half, and then a brilliant goal from our boy, because sometimes I forgot their name. Damari Gray, brilliant top bins, cutting in from the left hand side, gave uh, poor defending from City, gave them acres of space, and he just put it top bins. But it was from a good distance, so the fact that he put it top bins, kudos to him. That is very much brilliant. Then you have Brighton versus Arsenal, 4-2, but really and truly Arsenal dominated the game and deserved to even win by a wider margin, to be honest. You understand me? So good win for Arsenal there. All right. So let we move over towards the Leon Bailey conversation and the others to come, and then we move into the transfers and everything, because we are taking our time to deal with every single thing. All right, top six this year is hard to predict. Yes, it's hard to predict based on how it's going. All right, yes, man. No, I was watching the game full out. Me and my little daughter was actually watching it. Yes, very good goal from them out of nothing, because they were dog s the game was, they were terrible. They were trying to cancel out times. They were, oh my, I am surprised, oh, that was not 15 to 20 minutes extra time. They were terrible with the time wasting. Anana and oh my, I'm not getting that, because people would say I'm biased. So let me just move on to that, towards the conversation. Real Baller said, big up, chilling today, sleeping off this hangover. All right, make sure everything went well with you and the family. DJ, big up, Dr. Drive. What are you doing, man? Jamaican, them including those players for England, and those Doubler don't start playing for Jamaica yet. We will try our best. We're improving, man. JD, Tony get injured. Yes, we had said it when he came off. Don't we talked about it the other day? Umzo, JD, Alan is scoring, no doubt about that. Do you think he's hurting City style? No, I don't think so. City should have won the game pretty easily. It just never come off. You don't win everything. You get me? You don't win every time. You remember Arsenal has to play City 2 times, You forgot about that. When the last time they should have played City, they said they had other commitments, and they never played the game. So Arsenal still have games to play. And I think it's still a moment. Irie Vibe says Manchester City dropping more points. Arsenal looking like favourites. And I will still bet on Arsenal not winning the title. I'm very sorry. I think you're gonna have more twist. It's a long season. How much years on top of years you guys said Liverpool will be winning it, and I think this City Arsenal team is nowhere near one of the best Liverpool team that competed with City and still lost the title. You understand me? So I just think it only makes the league more sellable to personnels. That's what I would say. It makes the league way more sellable, in my opinion, and make you have to watch it every single week. You don't want to miss a week, and we will be watching. I'm telling you. All right, but at this point, Arsenal looked very, very good. So let we don't take that away from them. Arsenal look very, very good, to be honest. All right. City still look like the best team, completing passes, creating chances. They still look like the best team, but the problem is, teams don't really fear Arsenal, so they're not really sitting back so much on Arsenal. Even Arsenal winning back the ball, people they're still coming at Arsenal, so they open gaps into all the channels them and Arsenal can play because Arsenal teaching people to respect them. Respect them. Respect only comes after success, a constant period of success. Arsenal does not have that constant period of dominance. So City, Liverpool, and those teams, people really fear them way more and sit back a little bit more than Arsenal. So Arsenal just having dried their grace period. As soon as people start taking them serious, they're gonna sit back a little bit more, and Arsenal will find it a little bit more difficult to face them. All right, just like how you have Leeds and those teams, they seems to come out and play against Arsenal, but when they're playing City, they kind of sit back and try to counter attack, even though they're an all-out maniac type attacking team. You understand me? So I'm just trying to show you those examples and stuff. So it's a good season. I'm going to be watching it right through it. I'm not missing a beat out of this thing, not a beat at all. All right, let me continue here. All right, my opinion. Hold on, let me pause here. All right, JD, hope the coach do the right thing and call in as much England. We have some information to give you on that as well, so don't worry yourself. Uh, my opinion is City was more dangerous when they have goals coming from every angle, not just Alan, but they have goals coming from every angle. I just think they're trying to facilitate how Jack Grealish plays, and I think Jack Grealish hurt the team more than Haaland. Haaland is just an additional option, but Jack Grealish lacking ability to score goals. They kind of realize that and know that the threat is not going to come from there. But because Alan is the target personnel that you're hearing about, you're not looking at Jack Grealish lack of ability to score goals. I think it is Jack Grealish more of the problem than Alan. Just look at the football and you realize yourself. So people can drop off and know that, okay, let me block the cross rather than him cutting in to shoot. You get me? And that's stopping the additional option that runners can come from the right side and Haaland can get in dangerous position to push back the team so others in midfield can advance on the team. But remember, they were just coming back from World Cup, So and that's why you have kids playing in the team and they're taking their time to rotate. So they haven't lost a match and they still have people coming in fresh. Other teams don't have that luxury. So stop rushing, man. How much years you have been watching the Premier League? The Premier League is always like this. All right. Island Car, JD, I am a Man City fan. Haaland is not good enough, and he will be the downfall for Man City. That's fact. Okay, all right, cool. Richard Stewart said, so what you saying, JD? The EPL is scripted? No, 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 no. It's just everyone wants to win, and they're fighting very, very hard. All right. Then we have DJ Liverpool Romain. Oh, you're doing my massive respect. Thanks very much for being here, man. Oh, live. Long time phone last. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. All right, sorry about that. Hope all is well, man, because I'm seeing some terrible things happening, but I still saw some good things happening in Jamaica as well. So hopefully, much more good things continues to happen, more than the bad things. Yeah. JD, a lot of people said Arsenal will flop, but guess what? They are 7 points ahead of Manchester City, and they are losing points. What's all on them a football. How much times I've been here when these things happen, and I said a few things. When you go back and see it happen, you realize. So don't worry yourself, man. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, Marcelo, Chelsea is utter garbage. No, no, no. It's a new manager comes in and it changes things. That's all you. That's how it is from time to time. Gentles, the time thing is very simple. Stop doing running time in the NBA gameplay is exactly 48 possible minutes. Every time play stop, they should stop, which means the 90 minutes will be 90 minutes, 90 real minutes. But they are trying to attempt it. But Everton figured out a way still to cheat the business. They still found a way out to cheat. Still found a way out to cheat. So Everton, terrible. Terrible from Everton. Terrible, man. I wanted them to come out and play, but they never had enough points, and they wanted to get even a point out of this game. And kudos to them. They made their intent very early. 15 seconds in the game, my boy went and took out our Jamaican, our slash Jamaican should be boy, took out Alan, almost injured the guy for the entire season, raked down his ACL. You understand me? So their intent was very clear from early that they are going to be playing some tough physical football. All right, that was their intention from day one, and they weren't going to change it. So that was the situation. That was the situation. I just think he's not worth 100 million. He's not playing like it. So far, Grealish been a flop. He's just not for the system, you know. All right, so all right. JD Potter is so useless for Chelsea. No, I know why England cannot win anything because English coaches are the worst. All right. Wow. That's strong. Then we have our brother Brian Burke in the building. Massive respect, man. Thanks very much, man. All right. But when I saw City play before, where every angle they look dangerous. All right. I understand where you're coming from, you know. You're saying that the English league is more of a static league. So when they mixed up things, it causes more confusion to more personnels. So it's easy 3 points because people will lapse in concentration over time. I totally understand, but Alan is a cheat code of 1 goal extra. City even with the ability to come from all different angles, City was not a cheat code towards the full 1 goal. You're sure Alan will score in every goal, every game, or create 3 or 4 big chances in every single game just by him, the presence of the personnel being there. So that in itself is a little bit different, you know. So it's a tit for tat. I think I would always take Alan rather than not taking Alan. I think and I think everyone on planet Earth would do the same. In my belief, you know. If you think otherwise, let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm a Chelsea fan, and I agree. They are all trash. It doesn't matter who the manager is. Why can't we stop conceding goals? Think he's gonna improve things, man. But you have to give him time. The problem is with Chelsea. Once the results starts going bad, they don't give it time anymore. They don't give it time at all. They just they just pull the plug instant, and that is the biggest problem with when it comes on to Chelsea. All right, JD, are you saying Arsenal is not beating Man City and win the PL? I don't think Arsenal will go in no game against City as the favorite. So that in itself tells you that people, based on what I'm seeing, you can't call it Arsenal winning anything as yet. They have to just win it. They have to build your reputation. You cannot. I am not the person that just give people things without them doing something. So Arsenal playing good, we give them all the credit. I love what they're playing. I wanted more of these quality teams to play in the Premier League because I knew that was the way how you get teams like Liverpool and Klopp style out of your ear. I always believe that. You know, so when Arsenal coming to do the same thing now as City, I love it. I love it. But I would not give Arsenal team the edge over City at all. Not at all. We're Mendy for Chelsea. Mendy's is not the best, you know. City's attack isn't the issue, but their back line is shaky. I don't know. I don't know. Grealish won't ever be a reliable goal scorer. He's too easily predicted. Okay, fair enough. But let we let we work on this. So as we say, we have 60 odd people here. So let we see if we can just get the likes up to the same amount. Let we try get the ability to try hit the like button 100 times before the first hour, because I do find it not respectful for we to be here. We don't ask if you are no money on the channel, and you're here taking our information, bothering us to do videos, and then the last thing you do is like and support the videos. I don't think that is anything for people to motivation for people to continue doing these videos. So if you don't want them, you say you don't want them, and don't waste our time. All right, yeah, man. JD, how did Bailey play? Because I don't watch the match. Well, we are going to talk about that now. We're going to talk about that now. All right, and Aston Villa going forward. All right, yes, because we have a lot of things to deal with, but let me just deal with the things at hand, so we can take the calls and stuff, and then we can hear how others speak. All right, yes, important. So, anyways, Spurs, Hugo, mistake Lloris. Terrible, terrible as usual. As I've said in the World Cup, I think he's one of the most overhyped goalkeeper, and people said I was mad. Like, why am I? So, and this guy is terrible, terrible. All right, and he was the worst player on the pitch yet again. Hugo mistake Lloris. Period. Ben Davis, Longley, Romero. Try find somewhere else go. All right, because Tottenham don't have any defensive capability when they're being coached by a Italian manager that prefers defensive capabilities first. All right, Perisic, Oiberg, Doherty. I don't know. I don't know. They are just terrible, man. Terrible. Aston Villa on a whole, they try to stay in and around, be organized, and break whenever they had the chance. And I pretty much like that. I pretty much like that. All right. And Tottenham never really be that dominant figure at home. It looks like they have lost their marbles. And they don't really want the coach anymore. I truly believe so, because how they are playing, I don't think the quality of the players them deserve to be playing that way. I think they look like they're down tooling to me. I don't know. What say you guys? Let me know in the comment section. What say you guys? I think that they're down tooling by this point. I never expected Tottenham to be so terrible in the game. So it's not about Aston Villa being anything of great. You understand me? They were okay. But okay is enough for you to take advantage of a Tottenham team, to be honest. All right? Okay. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I have to just laugh in terms of this. So, anyways, let me just give you the stats on it. All right? In-game stats, as you can see, 59% for Tottenham, 49% for Aston Villa, 13 shots to 6 in terms of Aston Villa. All right? 4 on target to 2. All right, so you know the type of game it is. Think the stats in this one actually match the type of game it actually was. Yeah, all right. And then that's it. 25 fouls in the game, 7 yellow cards. Sorry, 7 yellow cards. Big chances, 2 created in the game. 2 created in the game, and 1 was actually missed by Tottenham. So even if they had scored it, they wouldn't damn win the game. They're terrible, man. They are terrible. So that puts Aston Villa on 21 points. All right, and I want you to look at this, guys. The first goal, 58 minutes. Emiliano scored that one. All right, and then after that, Tottenham tried to start turning it on, because remember, you know that Tottenham is a second half team. For some reason, they learned to play football in the second half. I don't know, you know. Yes, so they tried to turn it on. Then Aston Villa said, all right, then let me take out Bailey, and then try congest the midfield and defense, and then counter attack from that side, and it actually worked. All right, I hope you guys saw the same thing as me, because I was drawing the lines on the TV trying to figure out what they're trying to do at the time, and I realized that's what they're doing. You remember I said that the other day. I don't know why every time I'm watching a team that Liam Bailey is on, I don't know why they don't alter it. But I think it's because they have a striker and they preferred the striker on the field at the time, and they had Liam Bailey playing as the shadow striker. So they said, okay, let we keep the real striker on the field and take out Liam Bailey. Then inject a midfield, a centre back, and give me a winger, a fullback, I should say, a fullback, and carry out the more complex. So you make it harder for Tottenham to work in between the two thirds, them, the midfield and defensive third. They made it massively difficult. All right, and they looked different when they tried to stay compact. You know, good evening, personnel is very, very good at that, and that's exactly what he did. They got the second goal, and from that they were trying to shut down shop even worse. All right, they get deeper and deeper, and then stretch their counter attacks wider and wider. All right, so based off what I saw, Liam Bailey was okay. He was better than the last game, but he was not the best player on the field. Yeah, the stats I would say is accurate. I think he might still be the lowest rated player on the field. Yes, I think he was the lowest rated player on the field based on his performance, but at the same time, he was better than before. So give him more time in the system from the coach, and he will keep on improving. And the whole team will start to improve and make it difficult to score on. And once you're a team that's difficult to score on and you can counter attack, then comes the solution. All right, but I just don't know. If you see him start to go with a 4-4-1-1 system soon, and Liam Bailey not starting, don't be surprised, because he saw something today, just like when I said it the last time. All right, or maybe Liam Bailey has to go deeper because he started to put in some good tackles. So at the end of the day, we can still give him credit to say that he's putting in good tackles. All right, so maybe that will give him the edge. If they are going with right midfielders and left midfielders, that might just be the edge that he wants to be picked when they're going with a left and right midfielder, because left and right midfielder, you know that they are part of the midfield more than part of the strikers. All right, so that's what I'm seeing now. I think he has figured that out, and what the next thing we have to start put some respect is Gerrard's name. I don't think Gerrard was the problem. I think it's just as what I told you. I thought it was the individuals. Nitro, don't come with the confusion here, all right? Don't come with the confusion here. Right here, it said Bailey have a 6.6, and I look at it, and it's a 6.6 at the lowest rated. And I said, yes, I think he was the lowest rated. So don't come with the confusion. Not in it today, and I'm not in any fights with no one, all right? I ask you to explain the game to me. Explain the game to me. You can't explain the game. You're just telling me things because you want to cause confusion. I'm not in it with it today. All right? Yes. So let me just continue. All right, so 66 minutes played. These are the factual things. So 66 minutes played. 3 dribbles attempted, completed 126 touches in 66 minutes. Obviously, the next team is the better team. So even though they're poorer, they still possesses more of the ball. So it's harder. You need to walk me a year's old. It's the first of January. So learn to listen. Learn to listen. All right. Did I say it was a bad rating? That's enough, man. Why don't you come at my channel alone and act like you don't have sense, man? And then everywhere you go have sense, man. Stop it, man. Just listen good, man. Or nobody come back, man. I can't bother with it, man. The first day of the year, you come with a stupidness. You hear me say anything? You hear I said it was a bad rating? Just because I said it was the lowest out of all of them, your brain cells cannot comprehend nothing else. You learn to listen, man. Me no know how to survive anywhere on planet Earth, man. Good Lord, man. Learn to listen, man. My God, man. Anyways, let me just continue. I hope this tour fly past fast and I go about my business. 2 crosses attempted. Long ball 2 of 2. That is good. Ground duels 5 out of 11. That is okay because obviously he's not the biggest frame. Possession lost 10 times. That is still not good. Just like what I said for Bobby Reid. Yes, because the amount of touches you have comparable to how much you lost, it's not good. All right. Yes. So go to your bed and go sleep if you don't want to hear the truth. Simple. Fouls committed two and was fouled one time. That is good. Tackles three. All right. So hopefully a year now. What me a years old. Jesus God, man. I never see some protective shields in my lifestyle. Anyways, that's what I saw. So you see when it happened again the next time. You see when it happened again the next time when like how I built the video the last time and the coach did the same thing. Make sure you come here and tell me some I have sense. All right. Make sure you come here and tell me some I have sense. Okay. Yes. You, Mr. Nitro, make sure you come or make sure you don't have sense. After when the same thing happen, make sure you go there and tell and have sense after. Yes. Simple. Because it's like when you run away, everybody will study and try to be educated in what they're doing. Everybody like that when you run away, because you just want to be done some fool. My God, man. Terrible, man. JD, oh, me a fight, to, because your bad mind Arsenal. Yeah, because me no know the man them not listen, you know. George Dixon. The truth is, this team, maybe you're from Jamaica. Liam Bailey might be the man for you, no problem. But he's not the man for this team. And you don't need to be the man for the team. You just need to be a part of the team. It's called doing a job. So I guess he's trying to do his job. So let the youth survive and stop come with the egotistic maniac thing. The first day of the year, I want to come with an embarrassment. All right, Leon Bill is not the man for the team. He's a part of the team, and don't be surprised if the formation changes to a 4-4-1-1. And when it does, then you come back here and say you did hear actual footballing sense, and you learn to have sense. All right, yes. Good Lord, man. So maybe the coach has stumbled upon something, and that is the something that might just help them to stay up in a position that they might can actually get a good grade. Because don't be surprised if a bad stretch comes, they can still go down. You know, this is not a easy way. You know, a easy path towards staying in this Premier League. You know, 21 points is no safety. All right, because they don't look good like other teams, and it's a lot other teams they're right around them that can push them down. So decision making, not Jamaica making, decision making and having sense. That's what coach does. So I don't want to come here, you guys come here with the foolishness. When the next time the man make a adjustment and on the player them don't get get no start or nothing, and you guys come with all sort of stupid things, because that's what you love. When you like to have a person on the top that you fight against. That's why I want to come at my channel every day. When majority of the time I me talk the only sense. All right? Yes. But you look at try stay as far as possible from sense. Go have some sense, man. Terrible, man. Embarrassing, man. No, it's not about me rated Gerard. It's about me realizing that the players them they never have the players to, because look, you have to always look in life, you know. Aston Villa says they're a big club, right? They said they wanted to play football in a specific way. Look, you know. So I'm gonna show you how people they lack reasoning ability, you know. All right. So they say they want to play a specific way, and they have this and that player. You force that on the coach, you know. You force that on the coach. You force that on the coach to get something out of nothing. So the coach cannot always go back to what he knows could work, because sometimes between the owners and the fans, they request different things. You understand me? So it puts all sorts of problem. But Unai Emery might would have gotten a better stick. You know why? Because two other managers got fired before him. So now he got the free reign to come in and play as defensive as Ross and get results, because every time Gerard tried to do similar things, he get okay results and good enough performances. But the fans them never they weren't happy with that. Oh, this is their claims. Oh, we have quality players that we can unleash and play expansive football. I am not seeing the expansive football so much in these settings, but they got the opportunity to do so. You understand me? Because now their back is against the wall. So sometimes, guys, you have to factor in the actual situation at hand. The actual situation at hand before you jump to say that Emery is better than Gerrard, because I don't even believe that. Because Gerrard was trying to give them what they want as well. You get me? And sometimes it's tougher. So sometimes just give it time, give it time, give it time, so you can clearly see. So if the only way these guys stay in a good position is if Good Evening gets the ability, no, gets the free license to play how he sees it fit. So the way he plays at this point, sit back, try to counter, and try to just play defensive to midfield, block tiers. If he gets that free roam license, then they can get a good amount of points. But if they come out and play expansive, they ain't that good. They ain't that good at this point. I think they're going to get carved up at all times just the same. You get me? But it's just because they got that free license. They got that free license. You understand? The other, no, he got this free license to play how he wants to play. Gerard never got that. To be honest, we have to be honest to ourselves and not lie to ourselves, because true, the man never play with no baller. Because your baller never make no sense to play. You understand me? And I think you're gonna figure out with this coach how much system your baller can play in, which is not all. So go educate yourself before you come at me. All right, simple as that, man. Because when I say something, it happens on the field. So clearly, I am trying to educate myself, and you ain't doing it. Um, Bailey is the second leading scorer for Villa, 4 goals and 2 assists. So what that means? What that means, Nigel? What that means? So how much goals the goalkeeper? How much goal the goalkeeper score? How important the goalkeeper is? Just shut up, man. It make no sense, man. Your reasoning poor. Brian Burke, JD, new year, no, man, just leave. No, man, no, no, no. But once he come in with him foolishness, man, I just block him from the channel. Simple. Yeah, because once we block all the immediate, yeah, then most of them, yeah, them just have to just go other places and just start them foolishness. And maybe that's the only time I get for remove myself from this category. Good once and for all. We're brain says. And too caught up in being the man, and too hype, man. Go actually do something in your life first, man, before the hype, man. Emery is more practical coach than Gerrard. Gerrard was too inconsistent. I would agree with that. Um, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Skillish says, some man wait and Bailey to have a bad game to point it out. Bailey make it already. You can't stop the man after that. But Skillish, I think you don't listen well, because I've not said that. So I think you guys just have a problem with listening, and that means you have to educate yourself a little bit more, because the more you know is I think the more you kind of listen well. If you pull the video back, you realize, say you just follow other people because you want to have a problem. I have not said he had a bad game. I literally said he played better than the game before. And with more time, he's going to improve. So, oh my God, the listening is some of you guys the biggest problem. So I realize now. Now I realize, and I've gotten the answer to a lot of things that I wanted to get it towards. You don't listen well, man. It's poor, man. Poor. No, man, no, I'm done with that, man. I'm done with that. Hopefully he can actually improve. But all I'm saying is, because remember, the reason why I do these things for you guys is when you see something happen in the next game, you don't just jump out like how everybody in a Jamaica always do. If him not getting a game, when you come and say the coach not good and all sorts of foolishness. I've explained to you what took place in the game, that when they changed to a 4-4-1-1 system, they look like they can operate a little bit more freely. And in every team, you want a little bit freer room, a roaming ability. So I don't know if they would prefer him as the striker or keep Ollie Watkins. You understand me? So I'm saying they might, just like what I explained the last time, what Gerard would have done. That's the same thing I'm seeing now because the team is unbalanced. It's not because Bailey is there. It's a savior. Bailey is not a Jack Grealish at this point. None at all. He's not that type of player. Jack Grealish is a player. You realize why Jack Grealish got into Manchester City team is not because he's a goal scorer. He's a ball retention personnel. Bailey cannot retain the ball. If that is one of his worst attributes. If that is one of Bailey's actual worst attributes. He cannot retain the ball. I think Jack Grealish, the only thing he does is actually retain the ball. You understand me? So he's not the same type of player. But even Jack Grealish would not have survived under this coach's helm because he still need extra space to kind of create. I don't think this coach will give this to you this much. You get me? So we just take a little time. Give it a little time. Give Bill a little time, but give the coach a little time. Because I think the coach want to make sure he has a little bit of free license, a little bit of free license, like a few extra points before he starts to go expansive. So if you see him start squeezing the pitch a little bit more and pick players according to that, don't jump. Just realize that I've told you before because I realized that it works that time. Yeah, that's all we're saying. That you realize that it works at that time. So don't jump to start curse the coach. It's about the team winning. And then you don't follow Nitro and said, oh, Bailey is the highest goal scorer for Aston Villa. It doesn't work that way. It's winning and effective in a team and a system at the time. So that coach could still want someone different from the person who scores because you might score in a game when irrelevant at the time. You understand me? Or you can't play the system that the coach wants. It's a lot of things to football, guys. Stop looking at things so black and white, man. You understand me? Yes, that's all I'm saying. Not sure if he was born that way or it developed over the years, but it is not surprising to see someone who was on marketing and sales for a long time to bend. Okay. Yes, but skillish, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to prepare people to say that maybe if he goes to that system, that might be a problem. You get me? Um, I don't know what you're talking about, Nitro. Everyone in the chat knows that you talk foolishness there. You understand me? And I would love for you to call in for people to hear how you sound than how you're actually writing now. You understand me? Yes. Yeah, but let me get on because we are going 47 minutes and I still have the conversation with Omari Hutchinson and Nicholson here as well. I still have that conversation with those two guys. We still have that as well. You understand me? Yeah. Yes, yes, yeah, that's what. Yes, I said I still have those two to go over. You understand me? That's why I made sure to do the Bobby Reid first and everything before we reach here. You get me? Yes, because I can't manage it, man. I can't manage this thing, man. It's not being fun anymore. You know? Yeah. Lansday, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, big boss. Anyways, let me move on from this one towards the Hutchinson. Hutchinson, he never come off the bench. Obviously, the result never go Chelsea's way. And you have to always remember that when a kid trying to get blood in, it's a little bit different. It's much more different. All right, it's much more different. Marcelo, to be honest, I don't even care anymore. You know, these people sometimes make you don't even care. I honestly believe it makes you don't even care because sometimes I don't even want to do this anymore. I just want to go and talk different football and don't even come and talk nothing about Jamaica because these people don't want to be educated. They want to be still stuck in their madness. As soon as you tell them the truth, you're bad-minded and you're fighting against somebody. What about the truth? You understand me? The truth is something, you know? Somebody can assess something and send it to you, you know? But this is annoying, man, you know? I want to talk with people that actually want to, you know, learn something and we can have an intelligent conversation sometimes, you know? And it seems like some of these people, oh, man, tell them, man, embarrassing, man. Anyways, Chelsea, not. getting the good plays that they wanted, not getting the good plays that they wanted. To be honest, and you have to understand they are still having a new manager. So I'm not going to give up on Chelsea, but I don't think when they signed the manager they expected him to challenge for the title. I don't think um, they expected him to try for the title. They expected him to try and steady ship. That's the approach I expected from them. You get me? And he's struggling to steady the ship. So that's why Hutchinson cannot get any game as yet because they're waiting for the time to give him some game. Because if you bring him on and then that's a difference with overseas and we perceive things. They don't want to bring him on in a time when they can damage the kid psychologically. You understand me? Because they want to build something for the future. As what I've always said, I don't want to get rich tomorrow. I want to learn how to get rich. So if I do get broke one time, I can repeat the process. You understand me? That's the difference. So they want to turn them into people that can stable ships. They can always be consistent rather than the hyper players them that perform once in a generation. All right? Yes, that's all big clubs and big footballers groomed well. All right? So Hutchinson, I'm not saying Hutchinson is a big footballer, but that's all you if you think you have a gem, that's how you take your time, blood them in, and give them the schooling. So I think he's just going through the proper schooling, and when the time comes, he gets his start. So for persons talking about, how can he be getting game for Jamaica and he's on the bench? That is just an xenophobic type of behavior people trying to pin on just to cause an unnecessary problem. He can still play for Jamaica. Pulisic was one of the stars for United States, but he was on Chelsea's bench. So I never heard any USA player said Pulisic should not start, but Pulisic was on the bench just as the kid. You understand me? So sometimes the logic goes out the window. You get me? Sometimes the logic goes out the window with these personnels, and it's kind of getting bad. It's kind of making you the person. Yeah, it's kind of not really happy anymore. You get me? Those are logics that makes no sense. All right. If Jamaica should go places, he's equally one of the individual that you want to take forward, because remember most of the players them that we have ain't in the best position, not playing anywhere of any high level, and that is the reality. All right. Yes, so getting a kid coming from Chelsea and going through the motions, and they're actually building him perfect. Perfect. You get me? Time, just give him a little time, and once they start getting a string of wins, he's going to come into the fold. And once he gets that opportunity, it's all down to what he does. Keeps him in the team, just like yes, but Omzo, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Omzo, I understand. I understand. But that is just delusional thing because Maggie ain't on the bench. He ain't in the team. That's a big difference. You understand me? That's a big difference. So I don't want to get into those unnecessary fights. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to avoid. You understand me? The nonsense things, them we just want to have good streams that we can talk about football. I hear Karim said I should not call people idiot and stuff. But if people disrespecting a Karim, I'm just gonna say it flat out because what I was saying it's obvious to all other human being except the one person. So if you don't like what I'm saying, Karim, it's just it is what it is. I guess everyone expresses themselves different. So a next person come correct the next time. You get me? Like we have a conversation. And if I'm wrong, I'm a man to say I'm wrong. You get me? But these people sometimes the way they talk, that's not how the world talks. So I have to just tell them how the world talks. Simple as that. So if they don't like it, that's how it is. So anyways, that is Mr. Hutchinson. Hopefully he can get a game just like how we want all of the Reggae Boys them to do well. You get me? Yes. Anyways, so we saw a little thing right here that they're saying that Nicholson, they're trying to get him back towards the Galatasaray thing. They tried once before, and it looks like they're going to go back in for him. What say you guys? Because clearly he's not in the same favor as before, all right, as what people had hyped up him as well. And once the individuals them come in, he seems to not fit in as how he once fitted in. You get me? And that's the reality. Just like what we had said before. Why every time when the reality comes, all of you guys shut up? We don't hear nothing about Shamar Nicholson anymore. It's like we are just the internet propaganda machine for all Jamaican players. It's like the truth cannot be told. And every time it's just hear the truth coming because we had said that. You know, Imaxit football. What is the issue with Shamar? Not good enough? No, the other guys them playing good too as well. The other guys them played good as well. Yeah. So it's hard for you to take a next man off the field when he's doing everything. What you want him to do. You understand me? Shamar did well when he came on, but if the next guys them consistently doing well, it's hard for you to break in and stay in and take over everything. You understand me? But when we were saying that we're bad-minded, why people can't just look at it and say, okay, these guys looking at a lot more things than what we were looking at? Why one time you can't just take our word for it when we are the ones always seems to be on point and what we're saying? Who came up with the Adapt a Player initiative in the 1998 campaign? I think it was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I know. I don't know. I heard Mr. Butler said it was him. Came up with it, but right now I question everything that most of these people in Jamaica tell me. You know, speak in Jamaica's football tell me. I question everything. So Mr. Butler, he said it on my program. Said he came up with that, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe because the internet is just a place for people to magnify themselves. So I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he said to me, and I wrote it down. And I put that on his CV when I'm talking about him. So if it's not true, you let me know. You get me? I was told Shamar was going to Arsenal at one point at IMAX. He could go to Arsenal. You understand me? If he works hard and everything goes his way, I have no problem with that, you know. But all I'm saying is we have to look at the players, them, assess the condition of the players, them, and give it to the fans. So I can't do a different job like that. I can't just come and say me a reason, you know, and then put Shamar Nicholson in a title and come and talk about football, you know. That is what I'm known for. I'm not known for nothing else. I am not the typical person that can come and just well reason with you. It's very hard for me. I think I have to always have a bag of thing writing down paper, looking at things to come and talk to you guys. So you're not gonna see me just come and say, all right, and happy New Year time. So let me come here and reason with you know. It'll always be like this, guys, because I'm not wasting my time. You understand me? I want to come and put something on paper. Then when the next game play, I can go and check it for myself to see if I got it right or wrong. You understand me? So this is like a test for me as well, you know. You get me? Like I do my work here, you know, and then I come out and say what I'm saying, and then when the next game play, I see this happening, and I said, all right, then good, good, good. So that means I was looking right there, and so that's what I'm. That you understand me now? That is my whole take on it. All right, so guys, we're just a hour, you know, one more hour to go. As you know, it's not passing 2 hours none at all. When people like Nitro and them man they can behave themselves, maybe we can add a half an hour upon it. But 2 hours, I'm done. My game nice and on YouTube. If Tony and Gray come, Shamar, no man, I'm not even looking at that, you know. I just want him to do good, you know, because he's a kid improving. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to show you the same conversation. Happy New Year, football with Randy. Thanks very much, and happy New Year with towards all of you guys. All right, it's just a little person came in like he wants me not to sound happy, you know, and it pissed me off, you know. Yeah, because they always come with those delusional takes and not listen. Because I've never talked anything bad about Bailey. I just said the guy played better than before, but I would rank him as one of the lower rating players on the field. And when I look at the ratings, he was actually one of the lowest rating one. That doesn't mean he actually do wrong. Just like what we just talked about Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson scoring, you know, and assisting. But the other guy that's playing ahead of him doing more and also scoring and assisting as well. So it just means it's different. So if you get 6.6 and the others them get 6.8, it only simply means the other guys them doing more than you, but you're still doing good, or you're still doing it's alright. If your base value was 6.0, if your base value was 6.0 coming in, and you get 6.6, it's better than what you actually predicted. You're satisfied with. But when the if the rest of the team gets 6.8 and no 7.5, you are still the worst rated player, you know. But that does not mean you're a bad performer or nothing. You understand me? So we listen to comprehend what's going on, man. Jesus God, man. Cool. Yeah, man. It's okay, man. It's okay, man. I'm just explaining. I have to explain because it looks like no one picked it up because I've not said anything bad. And you mash up the entire show. Um, Island Card said, JD, what is going on for Paris? Nobody ain't talking about him, but it's not about who talking about you. And when the time comes, um, and you put it down on paper, then it tells you, you know, because I think Paris, the last time we checked, he got some game time. I went there. I only got. It's not every game I got for Paris. That is the problem. I need to start watch him like maybe sit down and get 3 or 4 games for Paris, you know, and that's why I never put him in it as well. And it's hard to get all of the games them to put in it because you guys not respecting it. When we do our videos, them here talking about what actually taking place of a football, you ain't liking the video, you ain't subscribing, you ain't sharing the videos. So I can't sit down in my free time and just be here watching a bag of football to write down things and then you guys don't even want to receive it. So if you tell me, say, I just need to come in and be a gossip channel or something, then I just can't do it, you know. I'm just not going to do it. I want to talk football and that's it, man, you know. So if you don't want football or if you want a different content, I have no problem. I respect everybody, everybody's content. Just to do them content, man, and not come here with no foolishness, man. Just, just know, say everybody have a different content and me another one where you want to mess with, you know. Yeah, you have to go to school to learn something, then you come talk to me, you know. I want them all to do well, but at the end of the day, I want the most effective 11 on the pitch. No favoritism. Well, Skillich, and that's exactly what we're just talking about. You know, you touched on Omari Hutchinson question. He's in trouble at Chelsea with the new recruits Chelsea bringing in. No, I don't think he's in trouble. I don't think he's in trouble at all. He's a part of the new recruits that actually got brought in. And majority of the times, you have to talk about sale value. That's what I'm saying, you know. You see it now? Look, you touched at something now. You have to look at the position that the club is in. So if they want to offload players, they're not going to offload players unless market value, unless wages, if they can offer the same. I think the way they talked highly of Hutchinson, they think he can. They think he um they think he can overtake. They think he can overtake Pulisic. So what they would have done, they would have actually went out and sold and Pulisic and keep him. And then they got that extra money back for Pulisic and get the wages off the books of Pulisic as well. So I wouldn't think Chelsea would Hutchinson is in problem there Nitro. Nitro just look on the thing yourself, no man. And oh, boy, I'm telling you, man. But who can we get for DJ and Ravel? A like for like substitution. That's where it comes with you developing players in Jamaica, sending JPL sending players overseas to improve them. That's how it goes. Because you're not gonna always get everything out of England. You understand me? You have to do something for yourself as well. So Jamaica have to do something for themselves. You know, you have to go and get a player, a midfielder, start working on that midfielder. That's why we did the video the last time to tell you that the guys them setting up a structure from the base level right up because they want to make sure they can pick out the extra pocket because now you don't have the midfielders them that you can get directly already ready in England. So what you'd have to do now, you'd have to literally try mold one of those players. You get me? Because if you don't have one, you can get in England or America. You have to go and build one. Don't you can't just start without one. You have to go and build one. So that's what they're gonna start doing. So that's why I said I'm not gonna start fighting the JFF or nothing like that. I'm gonna give them time for them to work on things. You understand me? Because I know I want to see the structure before I jump on anything. The fact that Chelsea didn't loan out Omari Hutchinson this season shows they want to focus on him. Yes, man. Yes, man. I think Nitro just causing us a problem. I know Chelsea not give the man a run. He played in the game against Aston Villa, and he looked good. So they knew what he offers. But you have to always remember, put it in context, big deal. And the context is, you're a young player. One thing they know you're not going to offer at this point, because they do check you. They check you in the lower level and the higher level and keep that on you. So that the data might just show that you are not 100% consistent enough at the lower level and even in those games that you played for the higher level. So if they give you a run out, it's okay. But if you are consistent over the like maximum 100% and pushing at the lower level, they would say, all right, then I can put it in from the start. That's how they do it. Big deal. And so it's not about them not like him or they want to fight against him, which you never said that, so I'm not going to say that, but I'm just trying to show you that that's how they actually go at it. That's how they actually go at it. So they have data on them over and over, so that's what they use to decide, said, all right, let me give him the break, but just give him a little chance. Look at my boy, if a City, he came in and he flourished under a situation where in which City sent out the most players in the World Cup, and they literally started him and he played well, and now he's in the team. Phil Foden, what's his name again, on the bench, and they're taking their time to work them in. So everything takes time, man. Um, Last match when them do a lead, them could have give him the 10. No, man, it's gonna take a time, man, and everything. Believe me, I don't think he's upset none at all. He's okay, and he's just buzzing when he gets that chance to come on, because he always, because you have to stay ready. You have to stay ready. It's the attitude. So if you there on the bench now, big deal, and you seems a little bit more upset, you're not gonna get a game, and you're not gonna reach anywhere, because that is what they're looking looking at you for, because they want you to stay ready. So they said, all right, this person have the attitude. So what he came in after not getting, he made the bench 4 or 5 times, never got any game. So and we give him a chance, and he came in and did the job. So that simply means you have that stay ready attitude. You're hungry for something. And sometimes those are the players that you need to get you out of certain rut. You understand me? Yes. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, but that's how the reader works. So that's why when I'm coming here and talking about football, and me hear people tell me about the Jamaican player, the biggest thing. Biggest thing what? The coach are the biggest thing, and the coach system are the biggest thing. Not care if you're pretty much a god tier player and you don't fit the system. Ronaldo is a god tier player. He doesn't fit Ten Hag system. Where he went. What I said to you guys the last time, I told you that Ronaldo. When I said it here, I said Manchester United ain't going anywhere until Ronaldo leaves, because the system cannot flourish with Ronaldo in it. He's a god tier player. You don't have nobody in Jamaica football ever as good as Ronaldo. Nobody. And he's still good enough because he scored so much goals. You never have nobody in Jamaica's football history ever score as much goal as him last year. And he's 100 years old last year, but yet still they don't want him in the team this year. So why that solve your question now, Nitro. So why Ronaldo? Why Ronaldo scored so much goals but them get rid of him? Nitro. Why Ronaldo scores so much goals but them get rid of him? Come on, man. We need to stop being so one track minded. Yeah. So let him just stay hungry. Hutchinson just continue to stay hungry, and when he gets his opportunity, he takes that opportunity, and then that can propel him to different places. Not just to get a game for Chelsea, but also to be a better footballer and a better team player, because it's a team play football. You get me? I've never seen so much people come and sell us a one star narrative. So it only show you that you're not playing football. I hope the players them don't have the attitude like some of the commenters them, because that simply means you're not reaching away. And you're continuously not reaching anywhere, because that's not what how football plays. Ronaldo was arrogant and rude. But even before that, he was not getting any game. Even when he was not showcasing all of the walkouts and everything because the system never fit him. That was the situation. Chelsea just signed Nkunku and the one Rafael Hutchinson. Game time is gonna be limited. Ah no, his game time is not gonna be limited. His game time will be remain the same. He's not getting any game time. He has to just work harder. He has to just work harder. You get me? And that will be good for him. You think that him being on the bench is a bad thing? Him being on the bench, it might not be a bad thing because he's still at Chelsea. It's better than if he was in he was just in League Zero and not learning anything. He's at a club learning something, and he can compete for a game. So that is something as well, you know. So you know what I want then, since you guys are out here saying that his game time is limited, when he gets a game, when you have Rafael and all of those guys, and Nkunku comes in and he gets a game, make sure you give him more credit for that game because that simply means he have a better attitude and he has serious qualities because he gets a game with two of the best performers in world football, young players in world football. So make sure you don't move the goalpost when that time comes. Make sure you don't move the goalpost when that time comes. All right, so you can use the same scenario to get something different. JD, can Jamaica get James from Man City? I don't know. I think the first thing we have to do is want the players them and show the attitude that we want the players them. And you still have people in Jamaica that wrote some articles. I don't know if they think that the articles don't go worldwide. You know, I think those articles damaged a lot of the reputation between the reputation of the Jamaicans, to be honest, because it showcased showcased the strong xenophobic behavior and stuff, you know, and those people need to get rid out of the JFF, to be honest, and also around football because it's not just the JFF only, it's also around football because the last time the person that made the speech about some of these rejects and some derogative terms for the guys them, he was some Arbor View. You understand me? So it's just I don't know what is wrong with them, you know, but I kind of know what is wrong with them. The same over egotistic maniac behavior of you are so great and nobody else can do nothing. That is the stupidity, you know, that follows them, and that's the curse of them and the death of them. You understand me? Yes, and that's what holding back Jamaica's football overall. These are articles that they wrote, and you can actually go and read them yourself. Terrible, man. Terrible. You know, so those things can push them aside. But hopefully, we'll go on the better foot in the new year, you know, because I heard people in good position making some good talk, telling people that yes, you need the Englishman them and you need to go for them fast. You understand me? So people getting the reality now. You get me when important people in the country tell you the actual fact, you kind of get the reality. You know, not just a YouTuber out here telling you that you need English players them, but in the important people and what you deem important, telling you that yes, you need the better players them. You will start to learn. You know, yes. JD, big up yourself, JD, man. Massive respect. How can the JFF repair their image so players can transition? I think by what they're doing now, the personnel that came out spoke, and the other guys them that came out and spoke, and they're actually talking a good tune. It started from Mr. Speed telling people that tell you what, the local guys them cannot go up to the same speed as other guys them, you know, not because they are worse off, but because they just don't have the facility and they are not in the body, the mind and body settings at this point to go with the same reaction timing as others. So clearly it's harder to do. So people start getting the real reality. Um, and it comes from respect. Respect the work that's out there. And the work that is out there is these guys are playing at an astronomically higher level than the others. And in order to reach that higher level, you have to be working harder at a higher level. You get me? That is the difference. So no, I think they are on the right path. From I heard Mr. Speed said that. You understand me? That's why I sit back and said, all right, then let me just wait and see what really takes place. Really takes place for the new term, you know, because I am really upbeat and want them to do really good, you know, and I just believe that it's just this position, this just this position, They need to this stance they need to take in order to go forward. Sitting on the bench isn't going to help Omari's development. Chelsea has more than sitting on the bench, and remember they have more than one competition. All right. The difference is Irie Vibes. How much of the competition Maggie did a play when he's there? That was the difference. They can always ship him down to Premier League 2 and give him enough game when they think he needs it. All right, and that is a competitive level, good enough for a lot of other leagues. So, Irie Vibes, I would love your talk objective on all of the players. Them, I think you have your selective objectivity coming out from out of your brain cells. Them, you know. Yes, that's what I revibes. If the team feels it does not matter who what the JFF does. People sponsor winners. No, but people sponsor brain drain. The reason why I sponsor this channel always is because I not because I'm a winner, but because of my attitude towards progression. So if you showcase that you want more, you're urging to get the best, even if you don't get it as yet, people will tend to want to gravitate to you because they're seeing that you're trying to bring something new to the table or something more to the table. So something if you had failed before, something else that you're not that can elevate you from the spot you were from before. You understand me? So that's the difference. That's the difference. And I think that's the reason why you support me. You understand me? And that's why the reason why most people support me as well. Because they just believe that I'm going to do something different from what I'm doing today. You understand me? That is the difference. So I think that's the attitude that JFF has to come out with. I think it doesn't matter how they say it, it's the same thing people have been saying for JFF for the whole 50 years. If they just come out with something more sellable to them, and people can believe it, I think they are good from that point. I think it's just a sellable thing that they can't find. And the reason why they don't have that sellable thing, because they did not believe that they are doing anything wrong. It's a brain problem, you know. The only way you change something, you know, is when you believe that something needed to be changed. But when you hear these mans speaking before, they never believe that they are doing anything wrong. They're not taking they are not taking they are not taking the blame for anything. They don't believe they are doing anything wrong. Remember, Mr. Speed, you usually come up and said, "Yes, man, we need to have 5 and 6 players here because Ray, and this and that, and we have to put this and this because that's the only way we're gonna help the team, the players them." No, once he started to learn that, yeah, this is how it works. You saw that his attitude changed. So what I have to respect Mr. Speed, and at least he's willing to change. And I respect people like that, willing to change. Listen to the conversation and willing to change. You understand me? Because if you say something to me and I saw that yes, it makes sense. Than what I was actually saying before, I am subjected to change. You know, because I saw that, oh, I was thinking wrong. So I respect the fact that I heard Mr. Speed start talking in that manner of, oh, I am willing to change. All right, yeah, this can't work. We're not gonna build anybody reputation, or we're trying to go in this direction. If he changed back, we have to burn him out. But at this point, they're saying the right things. So at least give him the time. Demarai Gray is Everton main man. Demarai Gray a baller. Well, I think he wants to be a team player just the same, but I agree that he's more in a pole position for the team. And Calvert Lewandowski as well. JD, do you think we have the potential to get all the overseas players and fit them in the coach style? Yes, I think so. I think so. But the attitude, and that's why I loved the fact that they got these coaches. So at least somebody that the other players them can respect, because I truly believe that people don't respect people that have a dirty attitude and you're not as educated as them. People don't respect those people. And I think that was a big problem in the last campaign, because a man 4 or 5 times as you as a coach, a limited coach, and he sits down and listens to what you're saying and realize, damn, it's a foolishness, you know. Subconsciously he's not going to be doing anything. He's not going to feel it. So you're not going to see the attitude out there. Worst off, if you're putting a player out there that aren't just nowhere near him, he's just going to not feel good. You understand me? So It's tough. It's tough. That's all I'm gonna say. It's tough. It's tough. All right. So let me big up the man. Until local Jamaicans see overseas persons as equal Jamaicans, nothing will change. That I can agree with. But we are locals, you know. I am local, you know. And I'm not gonna stop talking about it. As long as I do Jamaican videos, which I don't know how long that will be, I will be talking about it's just the same. We are one Jamaica. Jamaica was always a land of many, many people, not the land of land people, the land of many people. You know, uh, Devon Porter, big up yourself, man. Happy New Year. Hope all is well with you and the family and everyone that comes in. Happy New Year. And yes, thanks for the continuous support. Let me know what I should add to the channel, what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to clip most of the parts them, like when we finish the video, I will clip the parts them, the necessary parts them, so you guys can get it. So if you're talking on Shamar inside the video and we never made a title for it, we will put it separate so you guys can get it in the new years. That's something that we're going to be coming out with, all right? Because we cannot be doing separate videos from the video that we're doing, so we will kind of put that in, all right? Yes. So if you just come in, make sure to like the video. Get us to 150 likes. What we're gonna do, we're gonna open the panel so we can actually get some phone calls. All right? Yeah, man. We get some phone calls. You guys have the number already, so I will take the phone calls. Them. Let me open the phone, and people can call in, give their take. Um, I am going to open the Discord because the Discord is working as well. So if you don't have the phone number, you can use the Discord as well. All right. Yes. So let me open the Discord. A call in Discord. So once you go in the Discord, it's going to be in the lobby. So people can just come straight in the lobby and give their take. All right. Yes. No problem. So call in or the Discord. We have at least the next hour to go. And thanks for the persons that subscribed. I said I wanted 3,450 and you guys got me over the 3,450. So massive respect for that. Let we aim towards the 4,000. So we need 500 added subscribers. We're gonna be bringing things to this channel. So that will garner more subscribers because they are gonna be worldwide contents. So we will bring more people like what we had on the previous channel. Good night, sir. Warren. How you doing, man?
Yeah, just bless up JD and everybody in the chat. Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is the atmosphere in the whole Jamaican setup has to change.
Mm-hmm.
We have to revolutionize the way we think, the
Mm-hmm.
way we treat people, the way we promote the product we have, right? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta give players something they can respect, something that's a little higher than they are, right? Yeah, we're full of vibes, but yet still the when they come the completeness of the vibes is one side to the next. We need a unified force going forward in 2023. This is the
Facts,
only
facts.
way we can repair and rebuild, right? Some of the reputations that we have, because God knows we have a rotten reputation, right? Especially to those of us in the diaspora who have felt slighted over the last 2 or 3 years, right? In and around listening to things that are going on YouTube, which is unfortunate because we're not getting anything directly from the horse's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're left in terms of having rumors spread, because the truth's not coming directly from the source.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when the truth is not coming from the source, what do we have? We have delusional and we
Speculations.
have
Yeah. Yes.
speculation,
Speculation.
right?
100%. Yeah. Facts.
Right? So everybody is making up stuff. I mean, they say sometimes, if something nearly goes up, then it's possible that it's true, but it's also possible that it's a lie,
Yes. Yes. Facts.
right?
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Until and this is why I listen to most of the streams and most of the YouTubers, because it's important to find out What and so does JFF, so does the players. They
Mm-hmm.
might be in the chat and you don't even know they're in the chat,
Yeah,
but
man.
they're
Of course,
secretly
there. Yes, facts, man. Facts. Yeah.
right. And it's also important to for the players to separate the game on the field and the performance with who they are as a person. If somebody is criticizing, right, your
Mm-hmm.
performance on the field, right, you know, don't get in your feelings. Go back and listen what people have to say and say, okay, well, what should I take? Can I use this as constructive criticism to build myself and get better? Right? Why are we so scared to work hard? Why don't we want to be the best of the best? Why is mediocrity acceptable in our Jamaican society? There's no room for that internationally because other teams are picking the best of the best, right? If you are not the best of the best performing at the best level, they don't want you nowhere near the team,
Facts,
right?
facts, facts,
So this
facts,
is
facts.
these are some of the hard truths that we have to look into going
Facts.
forward, right? Are we and this goes from the grassroots, telling the kids, look, nothing comes easy, right?
Facts,
Our
facts.
mentors need to step up and talk instead of making excuses for poor performance,
Facts, facts.
right?
Yeah.
Why are we making excuses for somebody who is not performing as good as somebody else just because we are Jamaicans, right?
Yeah,
That's that.
facts,
I
facts.
mean, shit. It's on borderline to be shame on us, right? And how do you want to transcend the sports of football if we're not looking for excellence? You know,
Mm-hmm.
these are some of the things we have to look into. This is a new year. New year means new beginning, right? We have Adidas deal coming in. We have monies coming in. You know, let's put it to the use that we want to see. You know,
Yes, and
the
and this
football
Adidas
improve. You know,
thing, and this Adidas thing, I think it was talked about too different, because I think the deal was not properly reasoned out, because every time when we talk about the deal, people just think that's just a bag of money JFF will be getting. I don't think it's something like that. It's just
ob-
a
ob-
similar
ob-
deal.
ob-
It's just a
obviously,
similar deal,
obviously,
just a similar deal with other stipulations tied in because they don't trust Jamaica
like
so
the
much. They
umbrella.
they want some
Yeah.
no 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 like a similar deal to other clubs. That's what they did.
Okay. Okay.
A
Got you.
similar deal
Got you.
to other
Got you. Got
clubs, but they have to put other stipulations in because they know other people outside know what Jamaica is, and who Jamaicans are. So what
you.
they did is to make sure they put a certain things in it. So instead of giving them all of the money to certain things, they made sure to say, all right, then it's gonna cover certain amount of things. So themselves will sell the brand over a stretch of things. So the kids, the girls, the man. So if JFF don't spend the money to or spend push the product higher than what they want, at least they still have their base value to push the product to different heights. That's what they did. So when I heard people saying that
That
this is a barrage of
true.
money
True.
and all sort of thing, I'm saying, oh God, it's like we're not
Mm, mm.
we're not actually listening what's going on. This is no barrage of money, man. You have to still
So
push a product and do your own thing as well. The one thing the players them are not going to be short of jerseys, and the one thing people will be able to buy jerseys. That those are the things that
right. Right.
we sure of. But the abundance of money, the abundance of money, I don't know why people just don't read the damn things them. Just read the things them, man, and they will stop make them mad type of attitude. I don't know what heap of money, nothing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that it's 5 million comes from the FIFA for every 5 year at the time. So if you're
Mm,
getting
mm.
10 million US dollars out of a deal like that, it seems like more, which is good because remember where your base value sits, compared to what you get, you know that you're comfortable with. So if you get $78 million, that's good. But the bag of 50 million and 60 million thing, no, nothing like that, nothing like that. As what I've said,
Mm.
Jamaica is not that type of brand that a company would give you 300 million. Jamaica no sell no jersey that much. Jamaica no sell units like that for warrant those things. It was completely different. But as what you just said, Warren, is powerful. The way we push things. It's like we want to magnify every single thing, and we don't realize that because of how we magnify things, cause the problem in the first place. Because how we magnify things in the first place, why we out here
Expectation is higher.
why we out here a curse JFF. Because if
Yeah.
we did, if we
Yes.
had known
Yes.
the right
Yes.
way of the deal, we would not say JFF
Mm.
need to the fix Harry Tam and need to get 60 friendlies and need to get this and them not know the deal. You understand me? But I trust through you magnify the
Right.
deal,
Right.
you magnify the
Mm.
expectations of you and the fans.
Yeah.
You see, that's
Yeah.
why I'm
Yeah.
telling these people when they're listening, for this understanding, man. You get me? Just take a little
Mm.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If we're gonna put information out
And
there,
I
take a little time. You know?
I agree. I agree totally with that statement because the thing about it, is that say the deal is on the table and we have unlimited. We have somebody who's doing the jersey thing now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What we need to do now is magnify on that in terms of in terms of our own advertising and how we advertise the team and how we market and sell the team,
Yes, yes.
how we market and sell our players is important, right? I mean, yes, we put emphasis on certain players, right? But yet still we're not seeing them in terms of in the local marketplace, being on billboards and doing this, because they're not the focus of what's important to Jamaicans. What's important to Jamaicans right now is what we're on top of, which is track and field.
Yes,
So
yes.
you'd go and you see the Shellys and the Bolts and stuff on all these posters. What happened to our football players? So we're not selling the brand to our even our own local people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think if it wasn't for the pressure of the diaspora and the saga and the revolution of new media, right? Jamaican football would be insignificant. You guys started a new revolution in
Yes,
terms
yes,
of
yes, 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 yes.
promoting football,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
And
yes.
it, and to me, I would be in my own little delusional self, not knowing what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in the dark. I'm in the dark because I'm not getting any information
Yeah.
where I can cipher what's going on in the ground. Because until if you going to fight a battle, right, you can do as much planning as possible, right? But the real fight is when you get to the battleground. Right?
Yeah, facts,
So
facts,
so
facts.
so 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 we need to start everything from ground zero.
Facts,
Start
facts, facts.
educating and I think that's what the new people coming in talking about. We have to start think differently, how we view the team differently, to even start regaining some of the trust that we need back in the system, because nobody now trusts you with the money if you think you're going to squander it. If somebody come to you, JD, and say, JD, lend me $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
The person not working,
Mm-hmm.
right? They don't have a job.
Yes.
Where
So
you going
once
to
you're giving them the
where
once you're giving them the
where
money, even though because they're gonna be lamenting and okay, I'm borrowing it due to the fact that they wanted it. So what you're gonna say, you're gonna only give them. You're gonna say, okay, all right, I'm gonna lend you, but if I can, and I'm only going to lend you because I'm gonna give you it, not knowing that I'm giving it, because you don't know, and I'm willing to lose it as well. That's the only way I'm giving you. You get me? Because you're
exactly,
not
exactly.
working. Yeah.
If you can't afford to lose it, you didn't know. Say,
Yes.
if
Facts.
not,
Facts.
if
Facts.
you look at if you look at our stands are empty when we play international game. It's not sold out, right?
Yes.
There's nothing advertised on TV. There's not no big brands attached to what we're doing,
Yes.
right? These are the things we need to do. Go sit down, get some businessman, try to get some kind of partnership, try to improve in it image in Jamaica and in the world. So that would make it easier for our footballers to transition.
Yes, man,
You know,
and what the JFF need to do now is to figure out. I think it's gonna be tough, and I've said something, a year around 5 months ago when I said, in order for Jamaica football to reach places, I think you have to get all of these people out. I never knew what I meant. Yeah, I wasn't clear. I just was upset at the time, and I said, just bring in be a white man
yeah,
in it.
man,
Just bring in be a white people from other countries and make them just take over. You pay them, so once they don't fulfill the job, you fire them, Ross. The reason why we
mm.
can't reach the way is because we have a bag of black people and a bag of Jamaicans. So we are tied to
So
them, and if they don't do what they
that
do,
not happen. Hmm.
if they don't do their jobs, we tend to can keep them. But once the other white man them come and don't do them job, we fire them. Because we don't have no affinity
Exactly.
towards nobody. You understand me? And that is the difference.
Hmm.
So people get angry when I
Yeah,
said that, but they never listen to what I've said. I'm not saying that white people is better than black people, but because we know we culture and know, so we're not go tied to them. So if them not do them
yeah.
job, we are gonna get rid of them. You're so like so context matters, but they never actually look on the context. But before, hold on, Father Warren, big up on the point, man. Hold on, let me just give the people a shout out because a lot of people put them super chat.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Thanks,
man. Yeah, man.
thanks
Talk
very
about the
much.
chat. Talk.
Everybody we put a super chat, massive respect. So we have. Let me make sure we get them before we go anywhere. We have our brother Dwayne Thomas. Always support the thing. Massive respect. Father Thomas, man. Thanks for the continued support. And guys, remember, we have shirts as sell. We have all type of things as sell. But because one of our personals said that he never really liked the shirt, he said I could have done better on the shirt. So I never promoted it so much because I wanted to make sure I give you the best quality things. But everyone said they like the shirt so far. But our brother, he wants the highest quality things. So when I do fix the shirts, them at 20,000, me I go sell the shirts them for because him know some more quality and more money. So Pagan, massive respect. Thanks very much for the super chat, man. Massive respect. Thanks very much. Kai said you are correct, JD. I think so because I've been reading and trying to figure out things because the one thing I don't like is when I click something and I don't learn nothing. Like when I click something and when I come back off it, I am much more dumber than when I started watching it or reading it. That's the only thing I don't like. So I just sit down and try and cipher all the necessary information. And when I put it together, I'm saying, but this are not different really deals from what normally signed. So why when I'm hearing others talking about it, just not make no sense. It's just not making any sense towards the level that I wanted. Anthem, big up yourself. Thanks for the super chat. And we have our brother Dewey yet again. Put 10 on the board. Massive respect. Thanks very much for that. And Nigel said football is more lucrative option than track and field. Much bigger sport. No, but it's a much bigger sport. Yes, but
Yeah, but if we're not good at it,
you have to
what
talk
we're
about
gonna make?
risk management. All right, so they are saying, all right, then track and field, we're already having some fast people and we already sold those fast people, so we have a market in that. So if we have to spend more money on that, we are going to always prioritize that because it makes a lot more sense to prioritize that at this point because we are going for the immediate return, not the forward thinking. Because if you know that you have these quality players inside Jamaica coming up and also overseas to tap into, you could go for a long-standing thing, but it's just people's belief system that they don't want to invest in nothing long, especially most of these people in the JFF and other places in the island. They tend to not want to go for long-standing and believe in it, just like how they don't believe in a lot of the ballers them, hence why most of them don't start academies that are connected to the Premier League clubs, and that's what I always wanted. So you realize everything kind of fit in, Warren. Everything kind of fit in. The
Yeah,
way them behave
yeah. But
is the same
well,
way everything fit in.
I'm gonna make a statement here, and I'm not, and this is my view. As far as we are concerned in football, we've had trickles of success when it comes to international football. And JD, you think the reason why everybody is clamming for
Hmm.
Bailey to do so well? is because that will lift their thinking in terms of in their delusional mind to
Yes,
say that
yes, yes, I know.
footballers in Jamaica is can match up with anybody else.
Yes,
So this
that's the problem,
so
and that's
so
the
I mean
problem.
so you see that's why a lot of us, including myself and locally, would but it's not fixing the problem. It's just putting a band-aid on a big laceration. So basically, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Because if we still only seeing, every 10 years one footballer coming out of Jamaica that can represent us, right? In
Hmm.
Not a world level, but European level, right? It doesn't go good for us when you're seeing the other teams around you, like your US and your Canadian teams and your Mexican teams, dishing out players year in year out that can be that seem to be transcending on all levels. And I'm not even talking about we're not even talking about the lower level of football in Europe. You know, like I
So,
sent you
so
information where
basically, it's the hope, and you just want to push a false hope rather than believing into a long-term promise. Like,
and deal with the root of the problem, which is our player development, right? Which is the root of our problem, where our players aren't developed properly, right? Until we start looking at and how we develop our players and making our players more desirable in the international market. Our hope for transcending our players is little to none, because nobody gonna want our players until they're actually seeing products coming out of Jamaica. So
okay,
we still need to do what you always tell the players: just go out there and work hard and get educated. This is all we need to do for 2023. And this goes to all the players, all the coaches, all the administrators, and find people who can do the job. This was the downfall of the great Marcus Garvey. Him surrounding himself with people who him love, instead of going out there and getting somebody who can run Starliner,
yeah,
and get him shipping business off the ground. I know he'll probably be still shipping his organization will be still shipping people from
facts, facts,
from
facts.
from US to Africa, right? So basically we have to stop with the friends thing, the sweetie thing, the licky licky thing, the beggy thing. No man, we need to start build, instead of
Facts,
start
facts.
beg. We need to be builders, right? We
Powerful,
need we need
powerful.
we need to be exporters instead of importers, right? We need yes, we still have a little bit of self-reliance left, but self-reliance without substance, nobody no want it.
All right.
So
Yeah.
so so
So
so let's
pretty much
get to this.
you're saying that don't try force to go there when you know you can't sustain it, because what you're gonna do, you're gonna embarrass yourself and embarrass the package that will come in the future as well. So nobody now go on the package when you force feed something when you know no good. Like you try force it over the top to sustain a hype. You understand me? And then embarrass the whole lineage down the road. Right. So powerful,
What what
powerful,
what
powerful.
what Why you think in the early days people used to buy Chinese product? Because it used to be cheap. Everybody used to could afford it. But say after a year you have to go buy something else, right? So basically, development is what we need to focus on. We need to fix with attitude. We need to make the whole atmosphere of the whole Jamaica football setup being more invitational to all players who decide, to choose us. Because remember, it's the players' decision whether who they choose, right?
Yeah.
Let them choose. Why should they choose us over other teams, right? We have to make it such that, like when the players come down, man, and you make it a big thing. You make it something extraordinary. And you see people don't remember things you give them, they remember the way you make them feel, right?
Yeah.
Do you make me feel welcome? Why do you think people go to restaurants and all that, back and back again? Sometimes the food is not the greatest, But you have the little guy who stand outside and say, okay, welcome, Mr. JD. Good to see you again. Call you by your name, and how's how and I remember the time you're talking, and I remember the last time you spent your birthday here. These are the things, because it make you feel good, and this is what everybody want: local players, international players. So there should be no tolerance in our football team for people who are treating each other with disrespect, right?
Facts, 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 facts,
And then it's like they try to hide and sweep the things under the rug
facts,
instead
man.
of dealing with the matter, right? We need to nip stuff in the butt, right? The bud right away. We need to make sure, say, we need to make sure, say, when things start, instead I turn, if you have a little zit, go check it out, because it might turn into a cancer, right? So we need to this is all we need for 2023.
All right.
2023 is a new beginning for us. New beginning for all YouTubers, because even YouTubers, we need what is your main goal, right? Is either sweets, is either money, or putting out solid product that we can be proud of, and that can help the system and help transcend the football. So JD, I know other people might want to
Yeah, yeah.
call in.
We'll take a few more
So
calls.
so
Yeah.
so yeah, so happy New Year, everybody, and this is where football lives.
Yeah,
Like,
man. And that me on the football
I'm
side, me
I'm
I try to take a few New Year.
I'm
There's football me want to talk
I'm
about.
a,
All right.
I'm I'm a, I'm a older guy, but sometimes I need a checkup from the neck up. That's why I make my comp on Imaxit and we max it. Sometimes we get a little checkup them, that that we think we know something, but we don't really know it all. And it's up to us and our commenters to keep everybody in touch, in terms of, if you know something that I don't know, let me know, right? Let me know why I'm wrong. But
Yeah,
don't
man.
come
Yeah,
and
man.
tell me something. Don't come on this platform and say we're wrong, when you can't prove anything to me, because we're willing to listen, right?
My thing, I
And
think,
and and
Warren, I've come to the
mm,
conclusion that they know that you're right. They know that you're right because they know that you're studying the thing before. They just wanted to come and cause a confusion, but sometimes I just give them that. Because
yeah, but
when you do that now, you do that in a manner. So when you leave and then they realize what
mm,
they have left now, then they realize
mm,
where they're gonna go.
yeah,
So sometimes you have to just do
yeah.
it and just leave and give them the
And
space and make them realize
and I'm,
themselves.
and yeah, JD, my last point before I leave, because I want to get off so other people can have a chance, because
Yeah, man, cause
and and
travel.
and 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 and, and what I wish for you as well is that you learn to flush out some of the negatives, and don't let them throw you
So
off your game plan,
me not do good
right?
from one night from 2 nights before
Yeah,
the
man,
New Year. So me say
you're
me
doing
not
what
no
you're doing
bad
well, but
thing.
this is a new year. This is a new year.
Hmm.
Flush them. You need to state a point, and
And
then
then
move
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 on.
on.
Yes, man. But that's what we do tonight.
Exactly.
That we do. We just tell Nitro
Exactly.
we tell him and then we move
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That
Yeah.
we do, man.
Yeah. Big up yourself, sir.
All right,
All
big
the
boss.
best to you for this year. And with the nice space here, we're not gonna wait. So
Yeah,
if
are you
if
are
if
you are you
if,
not
if
gonna win? Try keep me.
JD, you're not
I'm
gonna win.
tired of
You're not gonna
when people are like that. All right, big boss. Me
Bless.
me here, man. Me
All
here,
right.
man. All right,
Take
respect,
care.
respect.
Take
Yeah.
care.
All
Take
right.
care. All right. All right. Blessing. All right.
All right, so that was the great Sir Warren. Whosoever want to call in, they can. But let me just go through these comments. Make sure to get likes to 150, guys, because what it does, it actually helps the video go there. So if we're talking sense and you want sense to reach the people, all you need to do is find a way how to hit the like button. Some people say they don't know how to hit the like button. Well, you better just learn today. You have to learn one day how to hit the like button. Don't come and tell me that you don't know how to hit the like button and you try to find out how to do it. Just please please shut the chat down, and then the like button will expose to you and you do it. But anyways, we have to give the mans them the credit that puts their money on the board. We have to say massive respect to everyone that supports the program. Thanks very much. Obviously, you saw that we put a new computer on the board, reach closer to the super computer that we wanted. We're adding features to the thing, so we have to give you guys back your money's work on top of actually working hard to give you guys some good reasoning when we come here, you know. Yes, football is more than lucrative. All right, we read that one before. So true, Warren. Talk up the things. Fax Kai says, Dr. Dryfoot said, JD, the man them are pure dunce. Well, I don't want to come out and call them dunce and them stuff, you know. I just want the man them to just accept other people. Just accept other people. Please, we are begging you, accept other people. So if you hear a man say something, just listen to what the man say, because even when you are cursing me out, I am listening to what you're saying. That's why I know it did not make any sense. You know, so true. Then we have Kurt Steele. Stop commenting on our channel. Bun me out, because through him say we are fight against Bailey, you know. But Kurt Steele, big up yourself. Happy New Year. Hope all is well with you and the family and stuff. Yeah, man. Because me not take no more bother from Kurt Steele and them people them. All right. Brian Burke said, exactly, JD. That's my mindset. I give you if I can without you realizing. Yes, but I tell you this, you can't come and borrow again. Yes, one facts, man, facts, man. But their own metrics, brain cells will tell them that, you know. Happy New Year's to you and your listeners. Thank you, Dr. Hero. Hope all is well with you and the family. Owen, I'm optimistic about our team. No, yes, man, give it a little time, man. When we see 2-3 matches, we can see the direction that the guy is going in. Belief kills and belief cure. Belief cure and belief kills. No, I think sometimes it does work damn hard, you know. But may you say on them. Shinobi in the building. Happy New Year, man. Hope all is well, man. All right. And then we have DS Electronics Unlimited. Big up yourself. And then we have Anthem. Put a next super chat on the board. Massive respect, big boss. Thanks very much for the continuous support. DS Electronics, thanks very much. Dirty Harry says, do the maths, my youth. USA and Mexico are 100 times bigger than us, so they have more players playing football, so they will always putting out more players than Jamaica, always. But I think, Dirty Harry, I don't know which context you took the conversation out of. Everyone would have known that. Well, Dirty Harry, well, act exactly like what you just said. If they are bringing out 100 times more, they have a bigger system, more likely have the better players them. So that would rule you out to the side of going to get the other better players them, since you know that they might have the better players them. Because you know why? In a Kiro big Mexico and United States are, England have the better players them. But you know the difference is, we have more of the players than want to play for Jamaica. That's coming from England. So we have a cheat code. We just maybe need to use the cheat code, and then at the side still make up our normal resource. And that is the plan. And I'm okay with that. Very, very much okay with that. The players who were treating others with disrespect, are or didn't want the foreign players, are the players that that were afraid to lose their spot. Jealousy. Yeah, I think so. It was very, and I don't think so. I know so. Guys, it was very clear. Time to read between the lines, bro. Happy New Year's to the ones. Marcus Mazaya Gavi, thanks very much for being here. Yeah, man. Warren make a very good speech, man. No man use them as an example. Good talk, Warren. And then we have our big boss, GS Ferran in the building. Why, this man just come and stick a name for me, man. Asian man call me. I'm dying for me. Asian contents them come back, you see, man. Yes, man. Then we have our brother Natty Congo in the building. Massive respect. Then we have the big boss, Tennessee. All right. Kurt Steele, know my boss. Work ethic. The wife and I still listen. Delay show. Yeah, man. When I fight against my man, I call and cuss pure bad word and get angry. That me make you know. Yes, big cheat code, but at the end of the day, our attitude determines where we do reach. I'm telling you, other people that want to support the football, because I can tell you the World Cup, guys, the World Cup really, the World Cup shake up Jamaica, guys. Most of the people in the big position, they got they got the information. They got the information that Jamaica can possibly reach World Cup. Worst stuff they heard about Morocco and stuff. So everything that we were talking about from a long time, the people have heard it, and it looks like they are telling people flat out that listen to me, man. We should find a way to get these English players them out here, with the ones them that we have in Jamaica good, and we need to start take football serious. I am loving the fact because I heard people that I never knew talking about football. They are saying it. And people inside the JFF start saying it. You still have stubborn people. You still have stubborn people. Remember, guys, I've been saying this for 2 years, but no, I'm telling you that a lot of people coming on board. So believe me, man, you're going to see the changes. I think you're going to actually see the changes because people with their money, they are saying that they want to see at least some hope. They want to see at least some hope, and that is a very much important one. So I think we are going to see what we definitely need. Yes, electronic. Big up yourself. Kamar here. Happy New Year, man. Big up yourself. So we're bringing Neil in. I building. Neil, what go on, man? Big up, big up.
JD, JD, where are they with?
I'm not there. I'm come about down the building, man, with the information. But the one night show, I'm give him whole heap of thump, But
Like a joker, man.
yeah, but me I spare him today, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But JD, you know, if funny thing, look how long we there and we are ball for man them find a direction and bring in the player them in the team and build the Jamaican team.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, say all this talk about new players coming in and thing. Can we really feel good about the direction when we see them ahead right now?
Mm-hmm.
But you, you know, say I know like the JFA they want to force them force in a position where they have to do it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Cause JD, all them man min attack couple months ago. And then they switch run so fast. JD they force in a position where they have to do it. Because listen, people are not idiots, JD.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and you two play a big role in everything we see happen right at this
Yeah,
moment.
but you know why
See?
the YouTube playing a big role, It's very tough, because really and truly, I think that was me alone come out every day and then I said the Englishman, me the only person, maybe me and Ketaraka the only person did stand up on that, and
And
me I
then cut
think
you.
everybody else and the
Uh,
other YouTuber them that said different things, and I say, yo, yeah man, you have number 1, 2 and 16 plus 5 and 18 plus 12 and we can't do that and we need this and we need that. Yeah, that's me and Ketaraka alone. You said that none at all. So I don't think it's just the YouTube only. I just think other people that listened to me and Ketaraka at the time, they're
yeah.
in capable positions and they started to make the necessary information reach the right place. Yes, and that's what made the
But
difference.
JD, we can understand. Any football nation when we know because I don't like say yesterday me start watch football. Any football nation have the blessing where Jamaica have. And you tell me say man I go sit down and I talk foolishness about alright. Oh you go play USA. See? The USA, the people in from the USA themselves no want no MLS play in their team. Because me that we are fact. Every day they complain about it. And you were telling me you're gonna pick somebody from the USL to compete with somebody who are playing a European league. And you feel say you're gonna win? Eh?
No, you know
That
what? Yeah,
that
that's
come
that's.
like
But
that
Neil,
come like me I pick some prime.
But
That come like me I pick some primary school picnic if you go play against the high school
but
picnic at Jamaica.
Neil, what we laugh about you, Neil. The other day, me hear the Americans, and I wish some of the Jamaicans them can just take out themselves, just click on next video. Cause we see someone no support no other video because we don't want to hear
Mm-hmm.
nothing more. We just want to hear one thing we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear. I want to go anyway. At that I say, at that you don't want to hear. Jamaica great. At that alone you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear the truth. So just click on a
Mm-hmm.
USA video them. And here the people might tell you. Here are the biggest analysts might tell you. Brother not put no MLS player on that team here. Jamaica can't make the MLS
All
team,
right.
them, you know. Jamaica
But
can't make
but but
Jamaica can't make the MLS team them and the American them say, yo, we just see what going, you know. We don't need no MLS man in the team, you know. We want all the European man here because we see something we can capitalize on it. And me I say, look at that now, the man them do good. They did good. And what they wanted to do, they wanted to do more. They're not stopping.
yes,
They want to
yes.
advance on that. And we out here a question if we want English Premier League people.
But listen, that come like when they're England and man I said, listen, we can't pick too much player from the English Premier League. We have to pick some from the
The championship.
Championship.
Yes.
Because because too much player too much player from in Premier League are playing in the national team. Me don't know JD, sometimes you have to really wonder and people still buy them kind of foolishness. Cause listen, if we can even
But Neil,
listen,
but
me not
before you
against a man.
continue, Neil, before you continue, and
Yeah,
people inside the chat,
yeah.
I'm gonna show you how them tricky you know, always. I've been saying it for 6 months now, and I'm gonna continue. If a man come out, you know Jamaica, and we born in Jamaica. If a man come out, I'm say, yo, Jamaica the brightest thing and the biggest thing. I want to know, man. And then him start talking, you know, smaller boys, yeah man, you know, say towards the calculation of the scientific report stated that if we don't get 3 players from the 17 to the 12 years old, it makes no sense for our development and stuff. Them not hear nothing more than Jamaica great, you know. Them not hear
No,
nothing,
sir. That's all it is.
and then I'm gonna say, yo, you don't know, so take the youth them spot via bringing in them youth here. And you don't know the truth, you know. The truth is, you know, if the man them come in and just qualify, you know, you get almost 15.5 million US, you know, which is almost
But
2.8 billion dollars, you know, just to
but
develop the same youth them way, you know, where you never have, we're good enough, we're never good enough, you know. The facilities are
but
getting
JD,
presented because of that. And then no, let me just let me finish now, let me land. And then the scouts them will be coming in, and it's all because of the youth them we never just want to bring in. So it's just because of the ego, and you just take the bait because you have a con artist just to tell you a bag of lie and you never realize it. You understand me? Yeah, continue, Neil. But I'm just try to show you.
but JD, it's same people them who are
Mhm.
complaining about the English player. It's same people who are complaining about development. Where you getting money from? Eh?
That's why me just put out a bigger picture to the people them, and me say, see, now that's why them can't understand me, because me never flat out and come and say, yeah man, Jamaica great man. Let me start my conversation now after saying Jamaica great. Me just come out and say, all right, me know Liam Bailey played today, him have a this and that score. Me tell you how me think him play. Me never start with that. And people for understand, them need to stop this way after come in and try for work in where I try to say. No. You fi be
Prove
able
yourself.
to you be able to can listen. So you hear me I
And a
say.
man and a man have to come and prove themselves. Prove themselves against who?
Prove yourself to what?
You see?
Me hear some, yeah, prove yourself. You need to come here and prove yourself. You need to come here and eat grass. You need to
Eh?
eat chew buckle. You need to show me say you're a
Climb
real
vegetable tree.
Jamaican. Real Jamaican what? No for one they are Jamaican a real Jamaican. Me not ask you no,
I
not real
want I
nothing.
want to tell you. I want to tell you enough people who born outside of Jamaica love Jamaica man who
No,
were they right there.
brother, me
I mean see that for myself.
me inform for my own self. Me see people are actual England will love Jamaica than me. Well, I'm more Jamaican than me
All
because me
right.
see them and
Okay. Okay.
them have all Jamaican kerchief over them head. And I mean I have all
Okay.
nothing Jamaican. So,
Me not hear
so
that.
I
I
mean
Jamaica me come from.
So me know say some of them man yeah, actually love Jamaica than we. And we out here fight against the man them. Me I tell you, say enough of them love Jamaica more than we. Me not ask you because we are mash up Jamaica. You get me? We
But
are mash up the
JD, who have a gold miner player, I
mm-hmm,
don't want to use it. And you come and give people all kind of excuse, all kind of different things.
mm-hmm.
How you got Christian Pulisic, but when Jamaica team start, Alamar Walker, I feel remain man. What kind of foolish is that? And you think we're gonna win? Me nah have nothing against you, JD. You are doing things and you are making money. But at the same time, if you want to compete, you, and you want to be the best, you know, have to get the best to compete against the best.
But hold on there.
Eh?
Say if you already have the best, why you need to get the best one? We don't want the best player them, we want the right player them.
The right player them. You understand? Who are the right player?
So then
Morocco no qualify with you. Listen, Morocco no qualify with you with the right team.
we don't want the best player them, we want the right player them, you know. Yeah, that me make it do. Me don't know what that mean.
And when me can understand, Morocco team, Morocco have a better league than Jamaica, far away better league.
Hold on there.
And Morocco,
Hold on there. We never play Morocco. We never play Morocco.
Yeah, with
We never play Morocco CG team. We the only job on them. We the only job on them on it. And how them do it? Around 50 we should have pick up.
But JD, when we look on JD, USA player, and maybe 2 MLS players in the USL. I must go 2 MLS players in a US team. We real team. We never pick a real team a player.
Yeah, but
I understand. Say
that happen everywhere. I don't know miracle. That happen everywhere. Look, the job around them and them guys that when you give 50, when I see man there's a ping pong and a walk and I say, yeah man, I want to. All right then, you know what? I'm going to take off them player because we have a next match to play and them just come on and I double up Jamaica. I saw it the game in a go. You can go out there and watch Morocco versus Jamaica and go out there and check the players them. Go out there and check the players them. How much of them player they even get on the actual Morocco team.
Okay.
If you know how to do it here now, I can do it here for you now, guys. Just to show you and write down the players that we actually get in at the American squad for World Cup. And then you see the lies that people are telling you.
I will not disrespect nobody. I'm not playing football and I'm making money. Me not no problem with that, JD. But if me a player, say me a player at Slovenia, and I'm not playing in English Premier League. Me born at Jamaica, the man born in England. The man can play for Jamaica just as me. Can have a Jamaican passport. No. I play have a Jamaican passport. He's a Jamaican citizen. So, it don't mean to say me a final team just because me a player at Slovenia. Why you not going to choose the best players? So you're going to give me, all right. So, you man talk about people take people's spot. What kind of spot you have? Who care about that spot for you? Eh? Oh yeah, but team man I care about a spot for you. So another team you play again. I believe that thing and you want to move on because you can't have a team and a spot care about for nobody at all. Everybody must come with a clean slate. If you're good enough, you make a team. If you're not good, you turn a yard.
Facts. But we've been saying for years, bro. I don't know where I say it. More. Tell the people. I just want to sneak peek this before you go, Neil. Me name out the players that we start. Nahiri start at right back. Akbi start in a goal. Magkor start in a centre back. Mohammed played at the left side centre back. Asal played as the left back. Taif Ahmed Yusuf Yadi Reida and Haddad started. Alright? On the bench, guys, on the bench. Listen this, you know, guys, on the bench. You had Lakred, Niti, Shibi, Amload, Hamwoody, Jabran, because you're going to remember the name, the type out, Jabran are the highest rated player, and this. Thanks for the next super chat, massive respect. Modine, Amza, Larbi, Anafati, Labhiri, Slim. Make sure you guys remember all of those names, you know. I'm going to click
Yeah.
this. And remember, you know, them dominate Jamaica, them beat the bricks off of Jamaica, you know. All right. All right.
But
Them beat the bricks off of Jamaica, you know. All right. Them beat the
what?
bricks, you know.
What?
No,
We
but
never. And
so no,
people come in after we beat Qatar, but
yeah,
always but look at Qatar. Always Qatar in the World Cup.
yeah. So we have put up the squad. We have put up the squad. We have put up the squad for Morocco, guys. So we're gonna show you, guys. We're gonna show you. Alright, so this is Morocco's squad, guys. This is Morocco's squad. So nobody can go with the manipulated tricks. And we attack. And we know what we attack about. Here the Morocco's squad now. Bona, Spain. Naif, right side centre back. Saiss, 32-year-old. Mazuri, Bayern Munich, central midfielder, right back. Talented player.
Yeah, man.
Hakimi, PSG, Amrabat, Amsalah, Azadine, Ziyech, El Naziri, and Boufal. Those are the starting guys, them. You hear nobody. But you hear upon the entire list. Let me go to the bench now. You have El Kajau, Ahmed, Reda, Allah, Yamik, Benoun, Dari, Bella, Jabran, and he only came on when they're trying to close up a gap because he's a defensive central slash midfielder. All right, Sabiri, Amdallah, Zachariah, a man that you guys should know well because I talked about him well when he left from Netherlands. Come to France, into Toulouse, and he made one of our players gone into the wayside. All right, he said he's not going to play for Netherlands, and he goes to he followed Ziyech. That's his exact word. Follows Ziyech and go to Morocco. And he's on the Moroccan team, and he went directly from over Netherlands and go play well over in France. All right, so Zachariah and Zachariah played as well, and you have Ayas, and you have Ezal Zuli, Barcelona. He moves from Barcelona, highly skilled player, another player that went on to play for Morocco as well. You realize that just because one person made a move, and from Zayed literally talked, people start move. Chadira and Anas. So please tell me one of the players them that dominated Jamaica team. Only Jabran alone, and he only got a spare minute, and that is the reality. So why the people of Morocco never tell them, say, oh, I'm too no, when you can bring a bag of man when a born in the country? Why we never hear that?
And JD, all I players them we call look a while. Me know you call no man who I play for Charlton Battery, I know you a Red Bull too. You understand? But me can understand. If we listen, if we meet him scrape through and got a World Cup, you know something I'm glad somebody by make a World Cup. Because if we meet him scrape through and got the World Cup, so you mean to tell me, say we are getting a World Cup, and we are going with some man who are playing a US and all kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Not because them get with it. Not because of them get with it. So I saw it go, you know?
We can't understand if we want to win something, and we just want to see a man a play because we know a man, and want to say, yo, so we bring in there, a play. Because me, if people make an argument, say, them no want to play below the championship. But yet still, you have a man who play for USL 3.
USL
you understand? It's third division. It's third division of US. But you don't want a man from the English, below the English championship. Then, so, we can understand sometimes if I win people want to win a thing, or they just want to see a man play because they know a man. I can remember I watched a match with US and Jamaica play. I think I went with Morocco this year. I think it was a World Cup match. And JD, when the man call a club where the man them play for the US. And then the man call a club where the Jamaican man them play for. I be a USL club major. And you can see him full. This is how I watch the thing, and he just come like say, well, full football now, go nowhere, brother. You see? But have the players that come in now, we don't have the development, but we can have play in the English Premier League and French league, although we have a man a French league play, but he not play still.
Uh,
But we have a man over there still, a man did it. But listen, a JD, we have the players them when a born in Jamaica are playing a good league, brother. So why we afraid to use them? Every time you hear man a complain, say, well, what got to local player? What got to local player? Local player have to pull up their socks
yeah,
and try to do something.
no, but our answer, guys, when them say when they said again what is going to happen to local player, you literally said to them, you're trying to help the local player, but not this batch of local player. We are trying to make a consistent bunch, grow up and have a good thing, and not just grow up. The last time I've talked about this, because me have to start take my credit, When me hear oral trace them talk after me done talk. Say, if them qualify for World Cup or crime and violence, it got help crime and violence. Me I gotta start take my credit. Because of me first I taught them something there, and people come here, ticket and I talk about what kind of crime and violence it has stop. If you have more facilities and educate the youth, then of course you have more crime and violence stop. So me I gotta take my credit.
Yeah, man.
You get me?
Yeah, man.
So what we are saying, them man, me that telling you 2 years ago, say a selfishness to stop Jamaica team. Because all them talk about it, because them want to say them they do it. You get me? And because it has been done. Who did do it? That them a run from. Them no want the England man them come do it.
Our man wants to sell a man to USL, so he pushing me a national team. So if you know this, no for them man they want to talk, and I spin it thing and I talk about local player. They don't really care about local player,
No.
And them pocket them care about better.
We never hear this conversation. Yo, a true more on the local player them get a food when they make the national team. Them can make a money. So no, that's why they ask you 7,000, and then when them talk it down and it go to 3,000. So the local man want $450,000 for every appearance he make for Jamaica. You hear. No. Me want to listen to them foolishness saying. Them on tape say them foolishness. The local man them want 450,000 every time them play for Jamaica. You are gonna tell.
But you want? I'm not TV Premier League at Jamaica pay them 20,000.
I'm not even Premier League now pay them 100,000, but yet still them I go want 450,000 per game. Per game, Yeah, and then me hear YouTube at the time. Yeah, man, real talk, rare boss a youth. I mean, I say, brother, I hold them all back the country, I true, no sense. You nah hear the man I tell you, no. But because them would have liked the same thing too, so me get to realize that that's them belief system. The man them a con man. You not hear it's a fool and take people.
But the people them when I look no money, we actually want help you. Because me know the money now look no money.
What Mr. Speed say when the man them come and do. The man them buy them own thing and spend them own money. And all of them, we don't hear Omari Bell pay for more than one man ticket. We don't hear see Mikel Antonio fly come here and fly go back out.
And I give man money if you go buy.
And I give man money. So one want whole heap of money and one actually want spend their money because them a come do them job and them poor parents say them dream is to represent Jamaica. So the man them have it. Them have a dream to represent Jamaica because them family a beg them to do it. And I like them get up and say a Jamaica may run come on take a man's space. No, them a try do something for prove to them family and in them proving for them family, them a help Jamaica physically with them own money. Them a come here, come boost away with squad. So with that, listen, guys, let me be educated on this. Look how much thing when them man a sign for we. The last time when Uruguay get a game, them never say them want Liam Bailey. Because Liam Bailey a play. Them want Mikel Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, and everybody else with Liam Bailey as well. Because they want the best test for World Cup. So just the name of the player them, we will put on resume, and that make we get even some actual game for the Morocco game, for the Ghana game. You know them, right? Jamaica has the likes of Mikel Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, Liam Bailey. Liam Bailey always come third for some reason. So clearly when me that tell you say Mikel Antonio and them man they have a bigger name, now you realize. So when they talk about Jamaica, you never hear the local barn man them, other man them make we actually get some of them games, Because of them, the man them
Yeah,
want to play
the.
against. And that's why the man them turn off the game when them hear say the man them not gonna come. You understand me? So that's a one thing the man them a do, you know. When the man them come, they must
Yeah,
spend
the.
their own money. Remember, I show the people. When the man them come, they must spend their own
Mm-hmm.
money, and them a come make a team a better team. So what can every metric and then the local man them yo, me nah play 7,000 more. Then me go in a negotiation because we run the team. We name Jamaica, you know, and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And then we need to make a deal. Obviously, we can't. Sometimes the JFF do bad things as well. So we now go
Of course,
exclude
of
them. We
course,
now go
of course.
exclude them. But we are
Mm.
talking about player to player. We are talking about player to player. You get me? And the player to player is no comparison. One, a typical we can just them can just be Jamaican and everything alright. And the next man them have to come and yam grass and yam buckle. For sure see them Jamaican enough more than anybody else to get on the team. No depend that man. If I that enough for the youths, you not come nowhere. I want you man. Like some of them big
But
fufu
JD,
boy I play then man. And I get nowhere, you know, straight
people,
up.
people don't realize that I see them Jamaican people when left Jamaica go overseas. I have them youth and then youth band. I want to represent the country. Then you can massive man them come from our space.
Them not care. Me I tell them not care. You're gonna hear them spin the narrative now when them see Morocco and them got guys. Because the facts they know, but them a look on facts, you know, because facts they mean nothing. Facts they mean nothing to them man.
No,
Facts they mean nothing. So them a go skim around it now. So when the Morocco come up and talk about now, them not gonna say nothing. You understand me? And the Morocco
if
alone I
Jamaica
do
get
it. And the Morocco Ghana do the same thing.
yes man.
Salisu, Lamti, Inaki, all them guys that came in, and they never start. When we see them play Brazil, Brazil let me play, yes, under three from early when Big Richo scored and we did the video where again. And that for sure, guys, we are doing our job. We are go right around the world for collect information. So when we come and talk about Jamaica, nobody can tell we no foolishness. You understand me? All them man they come from a different country and then come and play.
Yes man.
Them come and play. You did see
I'm
how you see that either play. You never see them a play. No, them are the man they may see a play. Okay. But they fool you man. And Bala Kerr come and him see a bag of thing and where no this
JD.
how we do for a living. You get me? Yes.
I can tell you this. And anybody who call him and them call me quite a few people. All people should not say certain things. I call him and them reject.
Yeah man,
Most of people where you
see
call
that.
it, most of people where you call them thing, you know, they have connection to some kind of play, you know. Zin? And they want for them play in a team. Zin?
Yeah.
So what me I say, why we can't just if we are doing football and we want to go on the international because remember you never hear the Sons nor the Guardian write an article about Jamaica. If I know because remember the JD, if Jamaica get all of them players what they talk about, you know. In a team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big international breaking news, you know,
Yeah,
brother.
man, of course, man. The amount of coverage. If Jamaica can just get even three off of the two off of Everton and one more from off a West Ham team, my boy they will play right back and centre back.
Yes, man.
Jamaica, the amount of
See?
friendly Jamaica get. Right now, Jamaica they Ghana first. Just Ghana first without even play a game. Cause the coach with all them guys there, with the guys that we have before, and then you put Liam Bailey and then you put Damian Lowe and Andre Blake on it. You
Yeah.
have a plethora of poster boys. 10, 15
Yes,
man.
man.
Deep. You
Yes,
understand me?
yes.
Them,
All we want to see him and them pick a team and pick a sensible team and not make people look like them are idiots. Cause me no know like a man can come out and a man and make a case say well local player a finite team because of the development. Which in well we know say no national team no develop nobody. Cause how often national team play? Where you gonna develop? Eh? If you gonna develop no more say a club where they be there, brother. Where you gonna the national
but
team to one or two
that
game
me say the other
and
day. That me say the other day and people come and diss me. Yo, be a fight, you fight against the youths. Them. I say, brother, name the national team where people are developing the body. The only thing you have to, you better tell me, say, a federation have a center. That they want
yeah.
to improve on a player and maybe the player don't have the time. They brought him over for
Mm-hmm.
that reason. That's exactly what the previous coaches said. But this take up and
Yes.
develop man for a reason. So what? Yeah, so you tell me say you just stay here and play PlayStation 5, and then come on the national center, and the next man them there play for a
Mm-hmm.
club. I figure out different system and I figure out to break down people and educate themselves, and you forget game over them. You'd have never play for
But
my team.
but JD, me always hear people have this saying I say, all right, look at the Manning Cup player. And the JFF no develop the so where JFF are going to take them and put them in can watch it now. Me can understand. Look at you like when me you who are play Canada in the Canadian Premier League, Alex Marshall.
Alex Marshall, yeah.
Where JFF do where JFF do with Alex Marshall playing in the Canadian Premier League? If Alex Marshall no improve himself and do better for himself, where JFF are going to take him and put him in the national team when he die yard?
That's what them want to do. Spend a bag of money for them players, yeah. And then them drop off after, and then the JFF lose money, and then them come back and say the JFF are wasting a thief money. When them just
Yeah.
take up a man, spend how much playing fear for them, and them gone away. I.e. like the keeper. Like the minute me hear a keeper, every time him get called up for for reasons, and then we realize him not even play for him own club.
Because he's young.
And
Because
because him
young.
young,
But,
So and then when we get some
but,
young star keepers, we now call them back in the country.
eh, but JD, I mean I say, but JD, check this now. You left Manning Cup, Zin. You then claim say you're a star in a Manning Cup, whatsoever you want, God yourself. What did JFF have to do? People in the national team, every time national team I play them out calling, you never play for your club. What me understand is this, nobody now blame Jamaican club them for not develop a player. They never blame JFF. How you gonna blame a football federation when you have much about 100 clubs into him or Jamaica? When you gonna blame a club for not develop a player them right? Is JFF not nothing to do? It come like if you get a job and give me a job, see? And me can keep a job.
Mm-hmm.
What you can do about that? You get me job, I me have to do. I improve myself in a job and work hard and do my thing.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. I club them at Jamaica people them for blame instead of J. You get up and you blame JFF every day. So if you're not playing a ball, JFF will just put it in a national team.
Mm-hmm.
Because me can't say if a man left Manning Cup. Zin, and in the harbor view. He not going with nothing. But if it's in the national team, what does that mean with JFF?
Yes, because that's what we have. So now, me try to tell you someone the other day one time, the other day when my boy there, Maggie, come in, a man say, yo, Ravel, I'm good. I want him to know even if Maggie there, even if him not play for the club. I said them son, even if him not play for the club, him should have dip on the field. I want him to you get me? I mean I say
Achoo!
oh that makes sense. Like oh that makes sense. What we are talking about? What do you mean? So what so bad Ravel is for Maggie for just play because through him does great?
Yes, man.
What want on Jamaica grass? For Maggie for just know about the grass. When Jamaica now playing the game of Jamaica, you know, because they not have no money for playing the game of Jamaica, you know. So them a play other
Yes.
people grass, you know. So Maggie you know about other people grass. Some guys not understand me. Why me so fed up of them people sometimes? Me come here and say it no make no sense. Me no know
No, that's
what we
it,
are
JD.
argue. Me no know what we are arguing. No make no sense. You know, so I'm glad at the end of the day we're glad the coach
Come on, look forward.
and the JFF start look forward and realize they made a waste a whole heap of money. Better they made thief the rest of the money. And don't invest
I
in
know
some of
that.
them fraudulent players, yeah, and actually get their other player them. Better me thief the money and then get Mikel Antonio them and other people to play them playing fair. Me know the people may that be happy because at least we that qualify. Just get all of them and them and you say you pay the playing fair and the man them play them when playing fair come here. Me not have a problem. Just get them
Yes.
here and make sure we play the game them. That's all. More than like
JD, let me tell you, man.
or 2,000 and a man or when the youths them in Jamaica get the money. So why the little youths them can't get the money? Why the little kids them for get the facilities them work, man take out man them for not on future gunman something where play a good
Yes, man.
country. Why we not try to do that? But we want to give some more gunman the money now. Like how me I listen
Yes,
to a
man.
clip. Me I listen to a clip. A man, a Waterhouse player. Them say actually rob an ex Waterhouse player, and he's a player that uno know too as well.
Me here,
Me no
me
even
here,
bother do a
man.
video upon it, me just leave it alone. Cause true,
Yes,
me not
man.
sure
Me
if
here.
everything, but allegedly him rob the player because him get team check and
JD.
team check was not enough.
Yes, man. JD all me I say. Me just want to see them and them. Me glad to see how them start out this new year.
Yes,
And me
me
like
love
what me
it.
hear so
Mhm,
far.
mhm.
But I just hope they don't fall back in the in the position where man I say, what happened to this man and what happened to that man. Because JD, any profession where you're responsible for your own self.
Yeah, man. In a
Nobody
life, in a
responsible for
life,
you.
in a
If,
life.
if you if you get a transfer to the England to play in a Premier League club, JFF can't do nothing. Are you responsible for your own career? You understand?
Facts,
You have to go
facts,
there and train and actually do the hard work to further where you want to further.
facts, facts,
But me
facts.
just can't understand the thing when them blame JFF for a man play Manning Cup and a man end up a play a India because they must have man me hot and then they put me in a national team. So if so if so if me hot and then they put me in a national team, so we stop you from being hot. Eh?
Uh,
A national team alone did it. Eh?
but I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
let
know.
me tell you something. Me and man say, one night, me and this program, me and man I say, yo, sometime when they're Jamaica
Hmm.
and kind of in a community, a man say when training start, man I come from a lot of bush. I put a, I take out slippers and I put on boots. So I say, yo, they think I'm foolishness because, yo, God, him and them that they yard, I sleep. And when training start, man, they come out in the slippers and put on the football boot and go and change for a couple of hours. They did that. Because if you, seriously still, if you are doing work, see,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just wait until the training start 1 2 hours, they go train and they go in back and sleep. You can
No,
have to
no.
work and work, even when time, not training and go on, you go there and work, man. And then
Facts,
a man
facts.
of course for you be in the national team because you go there and you shift 2 man where I come out of the bush, you may put on the slippers. You understand?
Mm. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. Big up
But
yourself, man.
all
Yeah,
right,
I'm going to
respect,
listen.
respect. Yeah, man. We actually close off now.
Mm.
We just show them something. We done, man. Respect and thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah. So guys, we have actually come to the end. A very good one. We did the first Reggae Boys abroad. And the fact that we have players abroad, local players as well, goes to show you exactly what the caller just said, Neil. Just pick the right players and let we try start something good. So we have a good coach on the line. One of the white man them that we say we should get. So if him don't do good, we don't have no affinity to them. So we just fire him Ras. You understand me? Yes. So let we get the kickstart. So thanks yet again everyone that passed through the video. Massive respect. And remember, I'm trying to keep a good attitude. So the only way I'm gonna keep a good attitude is for my moderators them for be my moderators. So anybody coming here with them like a dirty behavior, I try to spoil the show, you just block them Ras. Me giving you the permission to do that, alright? Block them Ras. Alright? Yes. We just keep on improving as a platform because we know that our quality and our studying, as what the man just said, people come out of bush. We not try to come out of bush. We are try to be the one and we are try to be the analytical persons and work very, very hard. All right, Anthem, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat. Everybody that puts a super chat, today, massive, massive respect. All right, can't remember all of the names then, but definitely for the next stream, I will start it beginning up you guys. All right, and what we said we're gonna do, we're gonna clip videos after this so we can have the additional part. So we're gonna be organized. We're gonna reverse the thing. All right, because we first start bring out them live things, you know, and because live start getting views, it does become a live thing always. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna start clip back the thing them now. So we give you back shorter version videos so you can pay attention to the conversations. All right, yeah, man. So thanks yet again. Stay safe, stay cool. And me now put no emoji because Owen, everything I put some on the internet them scrutinize. All right, so big up on yourself, man. Stay safe and stay cool. All right, cool.